Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and the game has begun. That's right. We have full access to the ending list, of which, of course, we don't got nothing. We got something teasing us in that bottom right corner with a frickin' piece of meat on something. I have no idea what that symbolizes. Hopefully by the end of the game I will get it, or maybe that's going to turn into something. Like, it feels like maybe the more endings we get, like the more that's going to rise up. I feel like it's like, I don't know why this is coming to mind. It's like the yodeling game from Price is Right. Just like the more we play the game, the more that's just going to rise up, and hopefully it just doesn't topple over the end. 5 real ends, 40 bad ends. I look forward to getting every single bad end. It's going to be great. I'm sure there's probably, maybe there's going to be a bad end that I'm going to be like, no, that's my canonical end. That's the best ending out of everything. Well, and honestly, I'm surprised by 5. I legit only thought there were 3. But we will see how the heck this is going to turn out. We'll see how long this takes. I am terrified, but Wednesday was a good start. We went through the prologue, everything, had a lot of fun. I was afraid there were things I was going to hate about it, but I was really liking everything they were setting up. Glad we finally have a flowchart. Oh, I love myself a flowchart. I love myself some Zero Escape, so you know I love a flowchart. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Oh, we have our opening movie, but we won't look at that because we already saw it yesterday. Got the pictures from the prologue. We got the first storyline of Fate, so maybe like one of them. We got the Fate storyline, and then like the next storyline is going to be Stay, and the next one's going to be Night. I don't know. Only 3 days until the Grail War starts. Oh boy. Well, we've got our Saber here. We've got all 7 summoned, apparently. Another thing I want to address from the previous stream. I feel I did a bad job with the Rin voice. I did too normal a Rin voice. Like, I tried to do, like, slightly snooty Valley Girl sort of thing, and it just, like, as it went on, it just became slightly more normal, just slightly high voice, slightly feminine. It's just like, no. I need to go more over the top. I need to go more ridiculous with Rin's voice. I'm not sure what I'm going to go with yet, but we need to adjust just a little bit. We need to go with something more stupid, to be honest. We always need to go more stupid, more ridiculous, find a slightly sillier voice. But I think my hypothesis is that from here on out, Emiya is the main character. So we'll be stuck with his voice, whatever I go with, and we won't see Rin as much, but we'll see. We've got several in-game days until we meet her again for you to settle on a voice. Okay, I'm okay with that. So let's see what's going on. I'm guessing we're going to just see Emiya's point of view of the Lancer Archer encounter, and like maybe before that. We'll see. Well, don't need to assume too much. As we begin a new freaking game. What are we doing? What are we getting into? I probably should have decided on Emiya voice. Oh well. Oh, hello, pile of dead bodies. On the bone of my sword, steel is my body, fire is my blood. I have created over 1,000 blades, unknown to death, nor known to life, have withstood the pain. Create many weapons, yet those hands will never hold anything, so I pray. Unlimited blade works. I pray unlimited blade works. That's a fun poem. When I came to, I was lying in a burning field. It must have been a big fire. The familiar town was unrecognizable. Smoking ruin. It looked like a scene from a war movie. We're not doing auto mode right now. Not auto mode right now. I need to take my time. For now, I think we'll go like the standard weekly voice that I sort of give to these protagonists. That is like one of my favorite voices to give a protagonist. Like, it's like, I think it's the same voice I gave to Shiny in So Long My Love. So for now, I think that'll fit Emiya, and I'm assuming this is Emiya. Talking about, like, the stuff from 10 years ago. The sight didn't last long, though. As morning dawned, the fires gradually died down. The towering walls of flame shrunk to embers, and most of the buildings looked to have collapsed. It felt so strange, being the only unchanged thing in the town. Don't call yourself a thing. Think of yourself better than that. I was the only one left alive. It was a left behind situation, but without the religious well, no, there's a holy grail involved. There is religious connotation to it. So I guess this is just left. Fate Stay Night is just left behind. Anime Left Behind. There we go. We've established it. I was either fortunate, or the house I'd been inside was built on the luckiest ground of all time. Either way, I was the only one alive. Yeah, I'm sad now. Since I'd survived, I felt I needed to keep on living. I walked aimlessly, thinking it would be dangerous to remain where I was. It wasn't that I wanted to avoid what happened to everyone around me, those scorched, blackened masses, plus they smelled really, really bad. It wasn't a feeling of disgust, although, again, I really did want to throw up. They smelled really bad. Some other emotion was driving me on. I was hoping Jesus would take the wheel. At the same time, I had no hope. Now I'm a little bit afraid to ask, has Jesus been in the Fate series? Has Jesus been summoned? Like, we've had a lot of like historical figures. I'm trying to remember my limited knowledge if like religious figures have been summoned, because like in the canon it feels like a religious figure could be summoned, and the thing is called the Holy Grail. So oh boy, that's a can of worms, and I'm very curious if Type Moon has opened up that can. Jesus, no. The guy who put him on the cross, yes. Pontius Pilate, heck yeah, we got Pontius Pilate in the... Oh, will I see Pontius Pilate in this game? Ah, that'd be neat. Probably not. It was a miracle. I was alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I am so alive. I was going to... Didn't think I was going to last much longer. There was just no way in. Heck, I was gonna survive, but I'm alive. So alive. There was simply no way I would ever escape this crimson hellscape, no matter what I did. That was how desperate. Hey, if I have an excuse to sing some next to normal, I'm going to take it, even though I don't have the voice for that part. How hellish this place was, even through the eyes of a young boy. And then I collapsed. Either there was no air around me, or I simply couldn't breathe anymore. I just collapsed, and all I could do was look up at the slowly cloudy sky. Scorched black masses around me lay motionless. Yeah, they're super dead. The dark clouds covered the sky, promising rain. Good. The rain will put out the fires. I took one final deep breath and looked up at the rain clouds. I couldn't breathe even though I did just take a deep breath, but I still felt pain. Oh no. I said that out loud on behalf of all those people who couldn't say those words themselves. That was 10 years ago. I can count to 10. Yeah, that's 10! Yay! Miraculously, in the midst of all that, I was saved. My physical body survived, spiritually super dead inside. But everything else was scorched, reduced to ash. When a young child loses their parents and their home, really nothing left of them. So, everything other than my body perished. But as simply as possible, in exchange for my body living, we did equivalent exchange, and now I am stuck in a suit of armor. My heart died. Close enough. and it got exploded by a lancer. I'm dreaming. I dreamed a dream of time gone by, and filled my days with endless wonder. I squinted seeing a bright light, but it was blinding. Which just changes layouts right before your eyes. Oh no, I'm terrified. What the heck has Switch done this time? Is it the thing where like it'll show like an Amazon ad like right below me or right off to the side somewhere? What is Amazon trying to get you to buy today, if it is such a thing? Mobile Twitch is awful. They're straight. Yeah, everything is vertical. They are trying to TikTokify themselves, and it's just like I hate TikTok. I hate what they've done to, like, the TikTokification of everything it's ruining Twitch right now. It's really hurt YouTube. It's ruined Twitter even more than it was already ruined. It's just like, why do you think this is a good idea? What you already had, while it barely worked, it still worked, and now you're trying to make everything worse. Dang it, Twitch. I hate it. Oh well. I'm sorry that you have to put up with the mobile apps, Keith. I'm really sorry. Light stabbed at my eyes when I awoke. I doubt I really knew what the sensation of blinding light was in the first place. What? As my eyes adjusted, I woke, alarmed. I was lying in a bed I didn't recognize, in a room I didn't recognize. Stranger danger! I was honestly stunned, but the cleanliness of the white room made me feel at ease. Where am I? I looked blankly at my surroundings. The room was spacious, and beds lined it in neat rows. All the beds were full, and it looked like each bed's occupant was injured, probably burned to a crisp. But the room didn't feel depressing at all. It's probably the morphine that's saying that. Yep, definitely the morphine. Everyone injured survived. Alright. I let my eyes wander. I looked out a window. The clear blue sky was so incredibly beautiful. A few days passed and I was finally able to take in the situation. I had no problem remembering what happened the day before. I would have nightmares about that for the rest of my life. But it wasn't much different from a newborn during this time. Strange as it is, that was closer to the truth than might seem possible. The fire was just that bad. I was rescued from the fire. I awoke in a hospital, parents dead, my entire body wrapped in bandages. Didn't really understand what was going on, but I did know that I was alone. All by myself. At least I look cool. I can do a cosplay of that bad guy from Rurouni Kenshin. It didn't take long for me to accept my circumstances. Maybe I had no choice, really. All the other children were in the same boat. Then, later, ... In the moment, I, naive as I was, started to worry about what would become of me. He walked in. He appeared the day my bandages came up, and I started eating on my own. His hair was disheveled, his suit tattered. He looked a bit younger than my doctor, but looked more like someone's older brother than someone's father. Beaming smile seemed to blend into the pouring white sunlight. I'm pretty sure I think this guy is dead in the modern timeline, so I think we'll let the voice actor keep doing this voice. His voice was somehow irritatingly fake, yet extremely gentle. Stranger danger! He was offering to take me in. I asked if we were related, and he said we were complete strangers. He looked like an unremarkable, unreliable guy. But then again, he was no more or less familiar than the orphanage. Take a gamble, yay, stranger danger! So I decided I'd go with him.
よかった。なら早く身支度を済ませよう。新しい家に一日でも早く慣れなくっちゃいけないからね。
Started gathering my things hastily. Even as young as I was, I could see he really wasn't good at it. And after he made a mess packing, like you gotta do the strat where you roll up the clothes into tubes. Like, make it easier to fit them into stuff.
うちに来る前に一つだけ教えなくちゃいけないことがある。
He turned, asking for confirmation. He asked so casually, as if asking me if there was somewhere I wanted to go. Yep.
はじめに言っておくとね、僕は魔法使いなんだ。
Maybe I should go to that orphanage instead. That's not code for pedo, right? Said in a serious, almost ceremonious manner. It happened so fast. Now that I think back, I was also immature. I mean, like 8 years old or so? Like, Art is... Yeah, he's probably like in the 6 to 8 range. Maybe 5. I just accepted his word as fact. I took it neither as a joke or a genuine statement. Really? That's so cool, Pops! I guess I said something like that, eyes wide in astonishment. And I was his child after that. Actually, I don't remember how the conversation went. Maybe it was probably the morphine. Again, lots of morphine. But every now and then, my old man would bring it up. He would recount the scene over and over, acting all embarrassed. It's like he was gaslighting me. That scene might have been the happiest days of my old man, a man named Hiritsugu Emiya's life. You can say that. It was one thing for him to tell a recently orphaned kid he was a magician, but I was no better. The way I so eagerly bought into it. That was how my old man adopted me, and I took the last name Emiya. Shiro Emiya. I said the name out loud. I felt proud for having the same last name as Kiritsugu. I'm dreaming. Really, everything's a whole lot more nightmarish. Yay! From my childhood. It's probably about 8 years ago since about the time when I talked my old man into making me his apprentice. Kiritsugu had started going away on regular basis once I was old enough to stay home by myself. How old is that? Accidentally clicked that. I'm sorry, what? I just clicked up on this and it's like, wait, what? What does this screen mean? Oh boy. I'm already paranoid about what this game is telling me. Curse you, accidental button click for spoiling me on something I don't know what it means. It's like, wait, so he left this kid just alone at home when he was like 10? Oh boy. He'd always give some childish, unbelievable explanation like, I'm going to go on an adventure around the world. Then he'd actually do it. That screen shows what scene you're on. Okay, well, at least we're going to have a choice. Finally, after 5 hours of playing the game, I think we're going to have a choice. Eventually. We'll see how long it takes to get there, though. We'll see if it takes another 4 hours. From then on, that's how it always was. It wasn't unusual for him to be gone for months, and at times he didn't come home for half a year. The Emiya Mansion is an expensive Japanese samurai-style home. Kiritsugu and I were the only ones living here. Felt too big and empty for a child like me, and at times I felt lost. But I liked my life there. Again, better than hanging out with a bunch of dirty orphans. Whenever Kiritsugu came back from his trips, he would brag and tell stories like an excited child. And another child, one who shared his last name, always looked forward to those stories. I'm talking about me! I may have been alone in the mansion, But his stories always helped lessen that. He was always pursuing a dream like a boy. I was weary of his whims, yet at the same time, he always looked radiant to me. Sadly, Radiant Dawn isn't out yet in the timeline, although in the modern portion it will be out, but not yet. Maybe that's why I hope to be like him one day. Well, as childish as I might have been, I realized I needed to get my act together. I had an old man with his head constantly in the clouds. And again, he leaves like a 10-year-old alone for 6 months at a time. I wonder what's going to happen on January 1st. Fate, stay night. One day. Somehow, someday, somewhen. I hear a sound. It's the sound of me getting hydration. The heavy rusted hinges on the door creak as it's being pushed open. Light pours in through the crack in the door. Urgh! My mind tries to shake off the slumber. It's not giving me a voice, so... Senpai, are you awake? I hear footsteps drawing near, and I feel the winter air flowing in. Yeah! Good morning, Sakura. Oh yeah, yes. Good morning to you too, Senpai. Senpai, it's morning. It's still early, but Miss Fujimura will be mad if she finds out you're sleeping here. Oh yeah, thanks for waking me up. As always, childhood friend. Yay! It's no problem at all. You're always up early in the morning. I don't often get to wake you up like this. Huh? I'm not sure why, but Sakura looks more cheerful than usual. I don't know about that. I think you wake me up more often than you think. Then again, Fujimi is brutal when she's the one waking me up, so I prefer you do it. Yep, I've learned my lesson. I'll try not to sleep in here next time. I answer, still half asleep. Sakura has some of the most dialogue in the visual novel, so I don't know if you want to stutter for tens of hours. We'll see. We'll see. I want her to be soft-spoken, so maybe I will attempt another soft-spoken voice, but we'll see. Is that you secretly, is you subtly telling me it's just like the stutter is annoying, don't do that for the entire game? My head's not right, so even I don't know what I'm saying. Well, okay, but personally I prefer you not to try too hard. Sakura is giggling. Darn, I must still be sleepy. I've said something weird. Give me a minute to wake up. The cold winter air helps at times like this. The chill snaps my lethargic mind awake. And in front of me stands my junior at school, Sakura Matao. So she's junior, that means, I'm guessing that means Shiro is a senior, so probably 17 or 18. In my house is storehouse, and it's just about 6 o'clock in the morning. Why did you fall asleep in the store? We'll get that answer. Senpai? Yeah, I'm awake now. Sorry, Sakura, I did it again. I need you to help with breakfast. I need to help you with breakfast. Oh, don't worry about that. You were up late again last night, weren't you? Then you should take your time this morning. I'll fix breakfast. Sakura is practically bouncing with excitement. That's odd. Sakura's weirdly energetic this morning, and it doesn't match her voice that I've given her. No, I'm getting up. Honest. So let's head to the kitchen together, like best childhood friends. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go, Sakura! Oh, well, Senpai. What? Is something wrong? Not exactly, but I believe you should change before you head back inside the house. You are just a little bit mostly completely naked right now. Oh, whoopsie. I finally look at myself. I fell asleep working last night, so I'm still wearing my coveralls. How embarrassing. A girl saw me in coveralls? Oh, they're usually dirty. Who knows what Fujini would say if I went into the house like this? Okay, I guess I'm not quite awake yet. I must be more out of it than usual. You might be right, which is why you should leave breakfast to me and you should take it easy. Besides, Senpai, besides Miss Fujimura, would be really super duper mega angry if she saw the mess in here. Yeah, I'll get changed. You go on ahead. Okay, I'll be waiting. Sakura quickly walks out. I can't believe I let a girl see me in my coveralls. I'll change into my school uniform, then collect all the parts I left scattered around. Storehouse is in the corner of the backyard, and all sorts of junk is crammed in there. Though, I've always liked to tinker with gadgets, so the place is a treasure trove to me. The old man forbade me from going into the storehouse, but I ignored him because I'm a brat and snuck inside every day, so it's like a home base for me. I put on a sign that said no girls allowed, but Sakura came in anyway, but that's okay. I guess you could call this place my real room. Not like that bedroom that jerk who adopted me gave me. The massive Emiya house never felt homey to me, but I've always felt at ease here, surrounded by junk. Get that feel. Yeah, I get that feel way too much. Besides, it's wasteful. It may be junk, but a lot of it still works. The majority of the things in the storehouse are everyday things, mostly unusable. But I'm not sure whether I brought it all here because I liked it, or whether I like this place because it's full of junk. Either way, I snuck into the storehouse almost daily and made some sort of hobby of fixing broken stuff. I'm not the type who gets attached to things. But it just didn't feel right to neglect things that were still usable. Or maybe it would be better to say the idea of doing that just bothered me. That feels like contradictory to what you've been saying. Like, you don't get attached to things, but you love being surrounded by junk. Like, it feels like there's some sort of, like, default attachment unless you are literally exchanging out junk every single day. Whatever. Which is why I stay up all night trying to fix a broken stove. I guess I'll be done tomorrow. Falling asleep midway is proof I'm not concentrating. Try to shake off my self-disgust at that. Gathered the parts for the stove and put them back on the shelf. Things waiting to get fixed. Oh, there's no more room though. Once I fix the stove, the old VCR is up next. It's 2004. We still use VCRs, right? No, we don't. I think my last VHS I bought was in 2001, maybe 2002. And that was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Last VHS I ever owned. Both of which were destroyed by Fujimi. We can set that aside for now. What was the last VHS you ever owned, or last VHS you remember watching? Okay then. I change into my school uniform. One of my favorite projects that I haven't really gotten to touch in years because literally there's a pile of junk in front of it is like converting all the old VHSs in the house onto DVDs, and I've gotten most of them. It's just like by the time I want to get to more of it. It's just there's way too much junk in this house that I can't get rid of. I'm not allowed to touch. Since the storehouse is like my own room, I have all the essentials, including changes of clothes, in here. The rest are things like haphazardly drawn blueprints designed all over the place and literal junk from my failed attempts at fixing things. But I'm totally not attached to these things, which is why I'm totally just keeping them here. Also, there's some sort of pattern carved into the storehouse floor, perhaps used as some sort of altar in the past. Gotta work hard again today. I clap my hands in prayer in the storehouse and turn towards the mansion. I walk from the storehouse to the mansion. Emiya residence is a Japanese samurai house. We already said this already. Maybe I need to try to skip past the lines that are just like, you literally said that like 10 pages ago. My old man wasn't from a noble family, yet for some reason he owned this giant house. Maybe he just magicked a will up. Then, that in itself is a mystery, but it also seems he didn't have any relatives here in Japan. So when my old man died, there was no one to inherit this mansion, so it came to me as his adopted son. Though to be honest, I don't have any administration abilities. So things like inheritance, property tax, and any other complicated things are handled by Old Man Fujimura. Old Man Fujimura is a major businessman who lives nearby. Seems like a nice guy, I'm sure. Hiritsugu described Old Man Fujimura as an old man who's like a Yakuza boss. Like a Yakuza, one of my favorite JRPG series. Love it now that it's turn-based. Love like a Yakuza. Obviously, that was his own biased view. In fact, Old Man Fujimura is not like a Yakuza boss, he is a Yakuza boss. I better not say that out loud, I might die. Maybe a problem, but I try not to dwell on it. Always ignore your problems, kids. Anyway, that's why I live in this giant mansion. On my own. On my own. It's been 5 years since my old man died. I'm sure it does fly. I sigh thinking about how much I've grown. In those 5 years, I trained every day to be like Kiritsugu. But that is easier said than done. It's not surprising since I don't have what it takes. Sorry. I don't have what it takes from the start, but the fact that I haven't improved in all of these last 5 years forces me to reassess things. Yeah, 5 years of doing the same thing, and like, maybe you are improving, but you really need that like outside magician to tell you that you are actually improving to really help reinforce that sort of thing. Too bad he probably doesn't have another magician in his life. I mean, what are the odds there are going to be magicians that go to his school, or anyone who studies magecraft? 0% chance, let's face it. If I had to sum up my current situation, I'd say I set the bar too high. I haven't even reached the starting line. No, rushing won't do me any good. For now, I just have to do what I can. Okay then, what I need to do now is... we get a choice! The dream is real! Alright. Obviously, I want to help Sakura. Because Sakura's cool. Sakura is a sweetie pie. We have changed into our school clothes, so we probably can do that without getting yelled at. First of many choice. I'm looking forward to them all, and I look forward to probably making all the wrong ones on the first run. We can leave our daily tasks to another day. We're hanging out with Sakura. Right. I need to help Sakura. Making someone younger than me do all the work would be super embarrassing. Don't make a political joke. Don't make a political joke. Don't make a political joke. I am succeeding. And I feel bad for Sakura coming here so early in the morning. I don't want to be a boomer. There, joke made. But I'm too late. Breakfast looks to be done already. The appetizing scent of breakfast Sakura cooked wafts towards me from the kitchen. Sakura finished cooking, and she's searching the cupboard for dishes. Like, if Sakura's already finished cooking, does that mean I've already locked myself into the bad ending? No! Sorry, I can at least serve everything, so go and sit down. Oh, you're already here, Senpai. I wasn't exactly quick. It's already 6:10. That's when we're usually eating breakfast, so yeah, I overslept. Wah wah. Oh, I don't believe that's true. You're not in any school club, so it's still early. Clubs have nothing to do with it, and if they do, you coming by in the morning must be in a lot of trouble since you do have morning practice. Oh, well, I want to do this, so please don't worry about me. Yeah, you keep saying that, which is why I wake up early, club or no. If you're coming by, it'd be rude to still be asleep. Me waking up early is waking up before Sakura gets here, and oversleeping means I make Sakura prepare breakfast on her own, like today. So this arrangement started only about 1.5 years ago. You sit, Sakura. The food just needs to be plated and set on the table, so at least let me do that. No way I screw this up. I stand next to Sakura and pull out the dishes. Sakura has a surprisingly stubborn side. She won't rest unless I really push. I will literally push her over and force her to sit down. Oh, then let me help. I'll plate the food, so please take out the rice bowl, senpai. No! I'm doing it! I want to do it! I want to do stuff! No, you shouldn't. You're the head of the house, so the least you can do in the morning is sit back and act all important. Act all important? I wouldn't be much of a head of the house if I made you do all the work while I sit back, now would I? Come on! Go and sit in the sitting room, Sakura! Well, by all means, please be that kind of head of house. I'm also doing this to pay you back for all those delicious meals you let me eat, so I would like for you to relax. Hey, we split the cost of groceries, so you shouldn't worry about that. In fact, I'm the one who should be thanking you. Ever since you started coming by, I've been eating a lot better. I need this game to have different color dialogue boxes just to help me out know who's saying things, please. I knew it. You don't get it, do you, senpai? It's not why your meals here are good. What do you mean? No, never mind, but please feel responsible because I can't enjoy a meal anywhere else now. What is your home life like? She's definitely got some trauma going on at home. Oh no. Oh no, it's going to be sad when that's revealed. We have to protect Sakura. We love Sakura. Already. What a weird thing to say. What if Fujini hears that? She doesn't get sarcastic jokes. She's a bit of a dummy. You're right. It wouldn't be great if Miss Fujimura heard that. Right, so don't say stuff like that. No, I won't say things like that. So I can help you, right, senpai? Ugh. Sakura looked at me with eyes so natural and calming. Saber shafted you in freight grand order. How dare she? And you ranked down 5 times in Type Lumia playing Saber. No! Curse you for not getting the draws you want. From what little I played of Freight Grand Order, although I did really love the gameplay of Freight Grand Order, I really liked the cards and the red, green, and blue elements of it. I managed to get myself my boy Gilgamesh in that game, and I don't think I ever got any other good draws in the month or 2 I tried to play Freight Grand Order. Welcome in, Ambu Supal. I take it you are very familiar with the Fate franchise. This is my first playthrough of Fate Stay Night, although I did watch the original Fate Stay Night anime years ago and remember next to nothing about it. I remember 1 or 2 of the big twists in it. We got a free saber for everyone. Yay! They gave away a free saber today! Yay! To celebrate the anniversary. Heck yeah. That is nice of them. Hopefully also to celebrate the release of this game. And to celebrate the... Yes. I'm so happy this game is finally got the official translation. It's how did this game have to wait 20 years before it got one? But it's hey, better late than never. I'm going to sit back and enjoy hanging out with my good friend Sakura, who has totally probably not had anything super tragic happened to her in her past or in her current home life. I'm going to have to beat up her parents or something, aren't I? Yes. Dang it, who's speaking? Yes, I will do that. Do as I please. Dang it. Honestly, you don't listen to anything I tell you anymore, Sakura. Is the you-know scenes gone? I assume you're talking about, like, the H scenes? And I think they are gone? Especially, like, I am playing on Switch, so I'm assuming it is. The port is based on the Vita version, so there is no sex. So, I'm okay with that. I am not into the Fate universe for any sex or hentai or whatever. I genuinely like the Fate series because I really love the core concept of like the Holy Grail War and the summons and like the historical figures. It's just like that's why I love this. Love the franchise, even though I only literally like Fate Zero and Fate Samurai Remnant are like the only two things I like genuinely love from what I have seen. Also, Heaven's Feel movie made you terrified of a certain design. Oh, yeah! I just remembered something. From, like, reading about it. I never saw Heaven's Feel. So please do not spoil Heaven's Feel. So hopefully my memories are false. I think my memories might actually be false. Also, the first time you play this game, you have it on Switch. Ah, love Switch. Thank you, Switch, for being the home of a lot of visual novels, even though your story is just full of so much hentai nonsense. That's true. Maybe I'm becoming more like Miss Fujimura. No, don't say that, Sakura. Stay as yourself. It was years ago, so your memories are gone a lot due to Fate Grand Order. She responds softly as she reaches towards the cupboard. Her dark hair gently falls over her shoulders, and the curves of her body catch my eye. Are we sure the hentai's been removed? I can't explain it, but it's awkward. I am just staring at this girl. I'm not sure if it's our age. Sakura's been looking a lot more feminine lately. Her casual movements or her profile are so pretty, and I inadvertently avert my eyes. Cannot look at pretty girls. I mean, Sakura isn't in Fate Grand Order. How dare you, Fate Grand Order? Sakura's the best. Senpai, is something the matter? He's being a bit of a teenage boy. So long as he doesn't do anything stupid, don't do anything stupid, kid. Don't do anything stupid, Shiro. It's nothing. Don't worry about it, pretty lady. Uh-huh. Honestly, it's baffling. What are girls? I don't get it. Why the heck am I getting nervous around my friend's younger sister? Friend's younger sister? What? Sakura is in Fate Grand Order, sorta. Harate. Sakura's just a really good and considerate younger friend of mine, and she's someone I need to look after. Why is this weird? Why am I getting weird vibes now? She's the younger sister of a friend of mine. We used to be friendly, though initially we weren't very close since she was a grade below me. It was only a year and a half ago that our relationship became more what it is now. You want actual Sakura. Sakura is adorable. She's great. She needs to be in more property. We need Sakura in Sakura Wars. Just more Sakura is a good thing. Shinji Matao and Sakura Matao are in fact... Thank you for the quick save. Do I know this person? Sakura Matao. That a-hole! Oh no! Oh, we're going to have to save Sakura from that. Why is he here all the... What is happening in that household? Oh, I'm not going to like this. I'm going to hate this. I'm going to want to kill that guy, aren't I? Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, no. I think this arrangement was supposed to last until I got better, but I guess something or other happened and she just started helping out with household chores. She probably just wants to stay from her house, away from her household as much as possible, and probably her brother. Either way, Sakura is a good cook. Good cook? She's a good cook. And her cleaning and laundry skills are perfect. I like the way she washes and gets my underwear just perfectly warm and folded. Having her come early in the morning is a big help, but it's been disconcerting recently. Sakura isn't the problem, it's me. I've discovered hormones after 17 years. Being flustered by my friend's sister is a part of the reason I feel guilty. Usually I'm unfazed. Kind of thought I was asexual, but nope, not anymore. When I blush because I got caught off guard like now, I wonder whether that's problematic as her senpai. Alright, at least he's like acknowledging like a potential power dynamic problem. Good on you, Shiro. Props to you for recognizing the potential problemality of that. Breakfast is lined up neatly on the table. A perfectly balanced meal of chicken with parsley salad, grilled salmon, blanched spinach, miso soup. What kind of breakfast buffet bowl is this? The hell? Marry Sakura! Forget the power dynamic! Marry her right now! Chicken and salmon? Thank you for the meal. Sakura and I sit down and bow. Begin our meal in silence. I'll look back at it later. I need to remember to try to make more clips. I need to remember if something is even mildly music, I should write it down to maybe clip later. I've been doing really bad with like going back and trying to rewatch stuff and get clips. I need to promote myself, get better at this. Oh well. A gentle tapping of chopsticks is the only sound of the room. Sakura isn't typically talkative, and I hardly have anything to chat about during meals. We heard it here first. Sakura is barely going to talk throughout this entire game. We don't have to worry about it. So we eat in silence. Normally it's much rowdier than this, but the person who usually causes the commotion must have watched a spy movie or something last night, because she's eyeing the two of us through a newspaper she propped up in front of her food. What the heck is her voice gonna be? She needs a ridiculous voice. Miss Fujimura, it may not be wise to read while you eat. Sakura remarks diffidently? Diffidently? I don't know that word. Diffidently? Diffidently? Huh. You know what? We have the power of the internet at our fingertips. What the heck does this word mean? Diffidently. No, I don't want the AI answer. I don't trust the AI answer. In a way that shows lack of confidence in one's own ability, worth, or fitness, timidly or shyly. Thank you, Internet. Sakura is shy. Fujini's acting weird, but her being weird at breakfast isn't really weird. Sakura's used to it too, and she's eating as if nothing's the matter. Sakura typically cooks up Western dishes. She really only began learning to cook Japanese dishes since she started coming here to help me out. Say words better. Sakura learned to cook simple Japanese dishes, at least for breakfast, because Fujini and I prefer them. As Sakura's cooking skills have improved to the point she's better than me, and I'm the one who was teaching her. Wah wah. Her miso soup is flavorful and refined now. She's even gotten to the point where she can grate yams to make a yam soup. I feel like grating yams isn't that difficult, but whatever. Whatever you think is the high difficulty bar. Actually, I think today's the first time she served yam soup. Sorry, Sakura. Could you pass the soy sauce? Oh, my senpai. Oh, you've run out of the soy sauce you usually use. Then I can use Fujini's. Pass it over. Miss Fujimura, do you mind? Fujini nods. Newspaper shuffles. Here you go. Are you going to use it for your yam soup? Yeah! Everyone puts soy sauce on grated yams. Everyone knows that. Anyone who doesn't know that is a big old dummy. A line of soy sauce steams from the bottle onto the grated white mound. White. Can yams be white? I've only seen the orange yams, like the sweet potato sort of thing. Now I need to look this up. White yams? Is this a thing? Yeah, it is. Alright. A white yam is a white sweet potato variety that has a bright white flesh. Did not know that was the thing. Cool. I stir the mixture up and pour it over my rice and take a bite. Stickiness of the grated yam combined with the flavor of the soy sauce. Kuh! What the? This isn't soy sauce, it's oyster sauce! No! I like oyster sauce. I don't know how well it would work with a yam, but oyster sauce is yummy. I love some oyster sauce with my rice. Like, it is one of my favorite things to mix it with a rice. I think I might prefer it to soy sauce, even. Fujini tosses her newspaper onto the table with an enthusiastic flick of her wrists. What did you think of my little stunt, switching the oyster sauce with the soy sauce labels first thing in the morning? Do we go that psychotic for her? Possibly. She might think of herself as a joker. Or she clearly thinks of herself as a joker. The not-so-mysterious spy punches the air in victory. That face! Who pulls a stunt like that first thing in the morning? You're going to turn 25 this year, but you're still the same child as Fujini I've always known. That will teach you a lesson after yesterday. You and everyone else who ganged up on me deserves divine justice. Yeah, we can give her the fop voice. Of all the people here, she deserves the fop voice the most. And I don't know if we're going to meet someone who is more worthy of it. People can't enact divine justice. I knew you were weirdly quiet. I can't believe you've been plotting this since yesterday. You have entirely too much free time on your hands. Oh, that is right. And because of that, I really need to get to work grading tests. So I need to skedaddle or I'll get in real trouble. Going to give you this advice. Turn on Fujimura's voice. I can't say why, but you'll understand on day 5. I want to voice her. I want to do my silly fop voice. It's one of my favorite voices to do. When we get to a point where I need to hear her voice line... Wait, can I hear... No. Oh, if I have the voices off, even here I can't do the voices. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. I would have liked to have that ability. Thanks for the meal. Breakfast was great as usual, Sakura. Oh, it was my pleasure. You warned you ahead of time. I thank you for the warning. And now I'm heading off. You two will be in trouble if you're late for school. And off she goes, stomping out in a rush. There's something terrible wrong with a world that allows someone like her to be a teacher. Senpai. But let's face it, at this rate, when we get to day 5, that'll probably be like 2 streams from now. At best. Sorry that Fujini hardly savored the breakfast you took so much work into making. Oh, it's not that. Oh, what did you do to Miss Fujimura yesterday? She wouldn't usually go so far as to mess with someone's meal. You must have really messed up bad. Well, I accidentally called her by her nickname. Oh, well, I guess there's no avoiding getting her angry again. You didn't apologize? Sorry, I forgot. But only because that kind of stuff happens all the time. Uh-oh, she mad. Still, it's no good. You know how much Miss Fujimura hates being called by her nickname. Oh, you made her cry again, didn't you? Not only did I make her cry, she ran away like a scared rabbit. And thanks to that incident, yesterday's English class ended up being a study hall. What the heck did you... What kind of nickname trauma... Like, did you curse her out? Did you call her, like, a legitimate swear? In fact, everyone in class worked together to make an award for me from their notebook paper because of that. I threw it away, obviously. Oh, come on, you love your junk. How can you proclaim to love junk and not keep a paper award made for by your classmates? Totally rude. Shiro, I want to like you. I want to like you. I'm giving you a shot. I am giving you a fair shot this playthrough. Doing stuff like that, throw it away, paper. Nah, not cool. At least recycle it. Well, it sounds like you brought that on yourself, Senpai. Fujini is like an older sister to Sakura, so she's typically on Fujini's side. Which is fine on its own, but I wish you would consider the fact that I have to deal with Fujini all day long! Fujini was originally an acquaintance of my old man, and she swung by the house pretty frequently when I was adopted. Kept on coming over even after my old man died. Now, she acts like a freeloader, eating breakfast and dinner every single day. Actually, might have been thanks to Fujini I was able to make it on my own after my old man died. And now, it's me, Fujini, and Sakura who are the residents of the Emiya house. Alright. But at the same time, I'm the only one who knows that my old man was a mage. They say mages have to keep that part of their lives a secret, which is why I've been hiding from others that I'm learning magecraft after I became my old man's apprentice. Learning may be a bit of a stretch since I can barely use magecraft properly, so it wouldn't make much of a difference whether I hide magecraft or not, but since it was my old man's dying wish, I've been training in secret. Ooh. I finished breakfast and ready for school. I put away the dishes with Sakura and I listened to the news on the TV in the background. Alright, we had our choice here. Looks like we got our affection with Sakura up. So I'm going to guess that the alternate path, we'd have a different scene here and then we'd be back here. So we would get the introduction to Fujimi. Alright. So I think, okay, just trying to understand things and the layouts of stuff a little bit more. All right, let us keep on a-moving. I just keep rolling along. Sakura's looking blankly at the TV. A flashy caption reads, "Gas leaks continue," pop up on the screen. Oi! Hello, Uba. How are you doing this fine day? We are in the midst of romancing Sakura, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how any of this is going to work out. But we're going to try, dang it. Stupid sinuses. The flowchart shows it better and you can access it. Oh, we can... oh, yeah, we can access the flowchart. Okay. Yeah, flowchart shows that very well. And thank you for showing... the game actually showing me, like, hey, you got a plus heart here. That it's a very fun and useful tool. Thank you, game. Thank you for being kind. There seems to have been a big accident in the neighboring city of Shinto. It happened in a building in the business district, and apparently on one of the floors everyone lost consciousness from oxygen deprivation. Oh no! Authorities have been calling it an accident resulting from gas leaks, and there's totally no way it resulted from a magic spell that was sucking out people's energy. No chance. Also, the music coming from the TVs is from Tsukihime, which was Type Moon's first visual novel, which just came out a couple of months ago, but I have not touched because... honestly, I was strongly considering getting Tsukihime. And then on the Sakura Wars Discord, I saw people were like talking about like a brother-sister relationship in the game. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to play Tsukihime. Maybe this isn't the game for me. Romancing with gas leak? Yeah, heck yeah. Hopefully we get to actually go to where the gas leak is to elevate the romance to another level. Just like pass out in each other's arms. That will build up the affection points. You believe farts are a female deterrent? No. You don't know the right females if the farting is that much of a deterrent. Are you worried about the incident, Sakura? Those people probably ate a lot of beans in that building, so they had it coming. But it was probably still worth it anyway. Yum beans. That is a reasonable place to... I would need you to go into more details because, like, brother sister sort of stuff in a visual novel, or in like any anime, video game, or whatever, like Big Brother, any game, any property that has a prominent character who will go Big Brother or something along those lines, automatically deducts points in my mind. Like, that is just like one of my least favorite tropes. So I don't know. From what it sounds like, maybe Tsukihime isn't for me. I don't know. Maybe there's a twist to the genre, or twist to how they do it, but it's, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe one day I will try Tsukihime. Well, not really. I was just thinking that this happened in Shinto, which is very, very close to us. Senpai, your part-time job is in Shinto, right? Yeah, but the shop's not that big, and I don't think an accident like that could happen there. But I can't ignore that idea either. Gas leaks can happen in any building, especially it pains me to think that hundreds of people have fallen victim. Some say these accidents are happening because of faulty construction work done. Either way, I hope there won't be any more victims. Hey, you're the repairman, you're the junk man, you should use that know-how to fix all of the gas leaks in the world. Just do that, protagonist. It's a disturbing story. We need to be careful, too. Well, don't worry about that, Senpai. I always make sure to check that the gas is turned off properly. Twice. Heck yeah. I'm totally with her on this. Like, whenever I'm cooking, I will always be paranoid and, like, triple check the stovetop and the oven to make sure everything is off after cooking. I don't want to be that guy who accidentally sets the house on fire or just drives up the electric bill. Sakura proudly proclaims, "No, that's not my point." Yeah, I've always known Sakura's a little off too. Senpai, did you lock the back door? I bolted it. Is that a problem? No, I'll lock all the doors. What time are you planning to be home today, Senpai? I think I'll be home a little late. What about you, Sakura? I should be back at the usual time. I think I'll be back before you, so I'll make preparations for dinner. That'd be great! I'll try to come home as soon as possible, too. Gate is locked tight. Sakura and Fuji both have keys, and the rule is that whoever leaves last is in charge of locking everything up. Let's go! You'll be late to morning practice if you don't hurry. Okay, then let's hurry, Senpai. Sakura and I walked to town. Walked downhill and uphill, along a wall, along the floor, and a lot more populated residential area. The Emiya house is at the top of a hill. Headed down the hill takes us to the residence. Going further, we reach the intersection at the center of town. Are we going to go through the description of all, 3 parts of the town? Again. Several roads lead up to the center of town. There's a large bridge that connects to the neighboring town. Hill that leads to the temple. A residential area located opposite of my house. Then you give her a death stare, dropping a banana in front of her. She slips all the way down the hill to her death. No, we're not killing Sakura. We do everything we can to save Sakura. We already love Sakura. She's awesome. She's a sweetheart. And we must protect her. We will kill her family. Everyone in her household, because I'm going to assume that there's some trauma happening. A shopping district that both Sakura and I go to often. Finally, the path that leads to school. Just wanted to see if we're still in the same chapter. Head straight to school without taking any detours. It's barely 7 o'clock, so there's hardly anyone around. Students making their way to their morning activities aren't the only ones to be found on any route. See you later. Good luck at practice. I see Sakura off by the school gate as usual. Sakura's in the Q-Dow Club, so this is where we usually split off. You look so sad. No, Sakura! And yet, Sakura doesn't budge this morning. Sakura! Are you not feeling well or something? No, it's not that, Senpai. Maybe it's time you come to visit the dojo. Well, I don't have any business in the dojo. Besides, Isai asked me to do something, so I need to go to the student council room. I suppose you're right. Sorry for bringing it up. Is this a call for help and we're ignoring it? No! Sakura quickly bows her head. No! Make Sakura happy. Protect Sakura. Protect Sakura Wars. Oh wait, what? I'll be going then. I'll be going then. Please look forward to dinner tonight. Sakura runs towards the dojo, seeming almost apologetic. What the heck was that? Told you should have used the banana. Yeah, maybe we need to protect her. Make her, break an arm or something so we can take care of her for a couple of days at the house. And not allow her to go to her home ever again. I wonder what that was about. I'm starting to side with you, Uber. I think you got the right idea on this. Isai, are you in? Isai glances up from his desk, looking like he's been studying some paper. Is it just you, Isai? Where's the rest? They should all be at school by now. Bunch of cowards. So that's why the student council president is doing busy work himself. Guess you got your own problems to deal with, huh? Too bad, you got my empathy. Ha! And sympathy. What are you talking about? I'm not never mind. I'm not sympathizing with you.
それはそれで無念だが聞き流すとしよう。
Amiya, why are you being a jerk here? Just pretend to sympathize with the dude. Isai, who was gathering his papers into a single sheet and tapping the edge against the table to square them neatly, is the big boss of the student council. Sanpathy? Yes, Sanpathy. We got some empathy going on, some sympathy going on. We got to combine our forces to just absolutely pity the heck out of this nerd. He's been working to reform the student council, which has grown quite lax, and he's been a friend of mine since our first year in school. His full name is Isai Ryodao. Despite his old-fashioned sounding name, he has elegant facial features, and he's popular with the girls. Phonetical Senpai. He's also the student council president, so you'd think he would have a leg up over everyone else. That's not exactly the case.
やはり朝は舌がしびれるほどの熱湯が良い。
It's saying stuff like that as he sips his tea that prevents him from quite sticking the landing. He's a little bit of a weirdo, but I like him for it. As evident, Isai is quite plain. Aw. Dude's getting the boring edit. Alright, we're gonna have another choice coming up soon. I don't have the patience. I don't have the self-restraint to not look at, do I have a choice? Am I going to have a choice? I want to know if I have a choice at some point. Downing it straight from the bottle. Heck yeah. That is how I prefer my hydration. I like my hydration straight from the bottle. I ain't getting no microplastics in here, just micro glass cutting up my lungs. Hydrate the way a man does. Isai, my boy. I'm not liking Isai, so I'm okay with him so far. I was kind of expecting to dislike him, but just like, so far so good. He's prone to be misunderstood, yet he neither dabbles in relationships, nor he does what a typical student does for fun. He's the heir of Rialdo Temple, which sits atop a mountain. He himself understands that he will inherit the temple, and there's a strong possibility that he'll shave his head without as much as complaint as soon as he graduates from high school. No, those are some good locks. He doesn't need to be a baldy. So, what do you want me to do today? He's got... this dude's got protagonist hair. In a lot of other games, this dude would be the protagonist with the hair like that. Like, that is straight up frickin' Reen's hair from the Trail series. 100%. That is Reen Schwarzer protagonist hair. What even is in the bottle? It's water. It's water with a little bit of flavoring in it. Gotta hydrate. So I think I've got some lime flavor in this one today. But I always have 2 bottles of hydration going on, and I think I have... What do I have in here? I think that's like a strawberry? Yeah, I think this is like a strawberry. That's an insanely fancy bottle for you to have some water in. Yeah, I have other like water, like real water bottles, but honestly, I don't like washing them. So it's just like, this is easier. I can use this for like a month or 2 before it starts to get dirty, and then once it gets dirty, I just go out and buy another bottle of sparkling cider, and there, I got a new water bottle. I know, the athletic clubs are favored, and there's not much money to go around to other places. That's real! I feel that! From my high school, I'm sure it feels like every high school is probably like that, of just like constantly favoring athletic programs over arts programs and stuff. Fun story from my high school days. while I was in high school, they started instituting like a drug testing policy for both like drugs and steroids and stuff like that, because like that was like the height of like the steroid moral outrage. Coincidentally, during football season, almost none of the football players ever got randomly drug tested, and it was always like the choir kids, usually me, getting drug tested. Like literally the random drug test in which like 5% of the school, or 5 to 10% of the school who were in competitive programs like sports or like some of the fine arts programs that did competitions would get drug tested. I got drug tested like 6 or 7 straight times. And it was usually almost never during football season were football players tested. I'm sure it was all completely random, completely off the board, but I'm just saying, I am just stating the facts of what was happening in high school. Or culture clubs. We need to get a detective on it. Get the detective from Judgment to solve this problem. He's already probably teaching at this school. This could be during Lost Judgment. I see. Hey, hand me that flathead screwdriver, the big one. And also, give me some conductors too. Yeah, this one looks salvageable. It's fine. You got it right. So what about the lack of heaters? Is there anything else that's broken? I was like this role of like Shiro when I was in college for a like short time on this like the most regular basis. Like if there were a couple of things that were broken around, I could try to fix it. I was able to fix a couple of drills. I was able to fix a couple of saws, table saws, or not a couple. I helped fix a table saw that was having a problem that people couldn't get to work. Fixed a couple of clocks. That was always fun. I love taking apart clocks and just figuring out, seeing like the mechanics of it inside. It's like, okay, how does this work, and why is it not working now? I love that puzzle. I think that part of my brain has mostly gone stagnant, but I still love solving puzzles. It's why I love playing. Looking at the old software. What was the name of the game? Case of the Golden Idol. I love that frickin' puzzle solving element. Same with Storyteller, even though I disagree with a lot of Storyteller's methods for how to solve some of the puzzles. Alright. Back to visual novel goodness. And you're saying that there's no room for the budget? Well, this one's just corroded. Good thing the inside's still intact. Yeah, I can fix it. Emiya the Builder, can he fix it? Emiya the Builder, yes he can. It's a good thing old machines are easy to figure out. The wires are just burned out. So long as those get replaced, this should last out until the end of the year. You say some weird stuff sometimes, Isai. Oh hey, I'm almost done, so go ahead and get out of here, nerd. Yeah, Isai's sweet. I like this guy. You might be thinking I'm going to start on some sensitive work. Well, I guess you can call it sensitive work. I put my hand to the old electric stove. No matter how long someone's been fixing things, they can't usually figure out what's wrong by sight. So the fact that I can means what I'm doing, not ordinary. Close my eyes and look inside the stove by touch. And then suddenly, single image pops in my brain. There are two places where the wire's about to break. The electrical pipes last a bit longer. Power cord should be fine with insulation tape. Good. Should be able to fix this with the tools I brought along. This is a good superpower. This is a superpower I want. Let me know what's broken and so I can fix it. Yes! If the electrical pipes were broken, wouldn't be fixable by an amateur. Had that been the case, a certain strengthening would have to be done, which no amateur can manage. But I should be able to fix this one by sight. This is the magecraft Kuritsugu taught me. Okay, let it begin! Take off the cover, begin my repairs. No words broken, so the rest is easy. This is the one thing I'm super duper good at. That's right, I have no talent at magecraft, but for some reason, I have a knack for visualizing structures and blueprints. My old man saw me imagine and recreate a blueprint. He looked surprised and then muttered, "What a useless talent." My special talent appears to be pointless. Yay, pointless! You're just checking out a stream by Xbox. OMG, they need to learn how to manage mic volumes. That is something I'm so paranoid about, but thankfully no one said that my mics are, my volumes are messed up right now, so I think everything's okay. I think everything's okay. We haven't broken anything. I'm not breaking your eardrums, am I? Am I? According to my old man, the fact that I can visualize object structure isn't really helpful. Mages normally wouldn't need to survey a structure like I do. Claims the mage's struggle is to instantly seek out the object's center or its core and transform it as quickly as possible. That's why reading blueprints is a waste of time, and even that only helps seek out areas for magical energy to pass through. And so, fixing broken stuff is the only thing I'm good at. Hey, still a good talent, still a respectable talent. That is so friggin' amazing. Wish I had that talent. You go from yours, which is actually EQ'd quite well. Yeah! And you go there, and one guy's mic was so loud it was disorienting. No! Poor guy. I legitimately, I don't mean to be mean, but if I am in a chat and the volume is off, I always try to make sure I'm like, hey, this level is too loud, or your mic is peaking way too often. It's always try to help out streamers. That's what I try to do. That in my mind, it's just I just want to help you out. I'm not trying to be annoying. I literally just want to try to help you out, make this stuff better. You just do always alert stream about that stuff. Heck yeah. Always just help people out. If I'm in a stream and something funny happens, I try to clip stuff. If they have a quote mechanic, try to add quotes. Maybe one day I'll remember to do an add quote thing here. Probably not. Oh well. But hey, I finally remembered to add Seribot after meaning to add it for 2 years. If I can find the problem quickly, I can fix most things as long as I have the know-how to repair it. I have brain. Though I only do that with things an amateur could probably be expected to fix. Okay, done. What's next? Put away the conductors, pick up the screwdriver and the wrench, and head out to the hallway. Isai, repairs are done. Totally didn't use super cool magic to do it. Oh hey, a female student is standing next to Isai. It's a girl. I'm a little surprised. The girl talking to Isai is Rin Tasaka, a second year from Class A. She lives in a giant Western-style mansion on a hill. She's a super honor student, and let's face it, she has no flaws at all except accidentally summoning the wrong person at the wrong hour. She's intelligent, polite, she never brags about her looks. She's the ideal girl to guys. Apparently, I'm more into purple-haired girls, which is why the male students treat her like an idol. But the Sokka's just too good, she becomes unattainable. Guys all say the only person who can talk to Sokka are Isai and the teachers. Well, okay. I'm also a guy. Let me check. Yep, definitely still a guy. I'm including myself in her list of admirers. Osaka's looking at us, super annoyed. Guess the rumors are true that Isai and Tosaka don't get along.
悪い。頼んだのはこっちなのに、エミヤに任せっきりにしてしまった。許せ。
Whoa! Isai's pretty gutsy's talking to me and completely ignoring Tosaka like that. Don't worry about it. So what's next? Not much time.
ああ、次は昇格室だ。前から調子が悪かったそうなんだが、この度ついに天寿を全うされた。
If it's dead, I won't be able to fix it. Might be better to buy a new
そ
one.
うなんだが、一応見てくれると助かる。俺から見れば臨終だが、お前から見れば仮病かもしれん。
Think so? Then let's take a look. It's only about 30 minutes until homeroom. I'll need to hurry and fix it or I'll run out of time. Oh no. Head to the audio-visual room, but I realize completely ignoring Tosaka would be rude. Turn to face her since she's been, kind of standing awkwardly the whole time. She's being a bit of a creep. You're here early, Tosaka. Later, nerd. I blurt out the first thing that comes to mind and then follow Isai.
ギリギリ間に合ったか。
I didn't have to come up with a new voice for Rin yet. Ha ha!
頼み事をした上に遅刻させては友人失格だ。
Don't sweat it. It won't be a problem if I'm late. Where it might be an issue if you were late.
もっともだ。いや、間に合ってよかった。
Isai exhales a sigh of relief and heads to his desk. It's exactly 8 o'clock. 5 minutes after the bell rings, Fujimi enters the classroom. Whoa. My breath is labored since I ran from the audio-visual room. Take a deep breath before I take my seat. What's with all the commotion so early in the morning, Emiya? I didn't realize you became Raido's whipping boy after you quit our club. Not that I care, but since you have no principles of your own, don't do anything to ruin our rep. Standing in front of me is Shinji Matao. He's been my friend of mine since middle school. He's such a nice guy. His last name is Matao, and he's Sakura's cool older brother. He's 1 year older than her. Yo, things at the Kyoto Club going well, Shinji? Of course. There's no point in telling an outsider like you. But the club's nice and peaceful now that there's one less member trying to hog all the attention. We're definitely going to make waves at the next tournament. Is that so? I guess Mitsuzuri's working real hard. What the heck are you talking about? I'm the only reason the Kyoto Club is setting records. You've been an outsider for a long time. So stop acting like you know it all, or you're going to embarrass yourself. Okay, keep that in mind. You totally acting like my super nice best friend. Yay! Besides, I'm not involved with the club, so I won't really concern myself with it much. Put my bag on my desk and pull my chair back. That was a fun conversation. What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying my Kyoto Club's boring to you? Not saying that. I'm just that I'm not involved at all. I'm not part of the club anymore, so it's not right for me to just drop by the dojo. But if there's anything you need, just let me know. I'll help you if you need it. I remember you weren't good at fixing and stringing bows. Yeah, thanks. I'll give you a call if there's ever chores to be done. Though I doubt that will ever happen. That's good. A captain who leaves busy work behind wouldn't be much of a captain. Just try not to trouble Miss Fujimura. She's kind of terrifying if she gets mad. Mind your own business. Just remember that you're not a member of the club anymore, so don't go near the dojo. Alright, that's not weird. Why are we talking to Solid Snake's British cousin? You were made I was made of all the leftovers, Snake. The leftovers, huh? Yeah, we can actively try to make him more Liquid Snake. Heck yeah. What are some Liquid Snake quotes? All I remember is like the leftovers line. Liquid Snake quotes. Death. When death is entreated, a battle is decided. You missed your last chance. From today on, you can call this place Outer Heaven. More liquid lines. Give me more stuff. Dang it. Alright. Yeah, I think we could work with that. I think that works. He seems like he could be like Liquid Snakey.
ふざけたやつだ。自分からエミヤを追い出しておいて、よくもあんな口が利く。
Oh, Isai, were you here the whole time? I mean, it's a classroom, and we're like sitting at desks. That was a public conversation, my dude.
なんと冷淡な男だお前は。
Aw, he considers us a friend. You failed me yet again, Twitch stream? Are you talking about the other one, or did, like, my stream drop or something? Uh-oh. Was clipping a funny moment and it glitched. No, I hate it when that happens. Dang it. I love Twitch. I hate Twitch, but I love Twitch. I love it. I really love it.
たわけ、心配もするわ。エミヤはカッとなりやすいからな。シンジに殴りかかれば、皆は喝采を送るが、女どもからは非難の嵐だ。友人をそんな微妙な立場に置くのはよろしくない。
I get it. Yeah, good point. Thanks, Isai. I don't think that would ever happen, but I appreciate your concern. I mean, he's one of my friend's older brothers, and he, like, is my best friend. Why would I ever want to punch that guy? He's never going to do anything that makes me want to punch him ever. It was the moment when you were checking to make sure you're still a guy. Okay. I'll try to go back around. It was probably somewhere around here. I'll try to go back. If you weren't able to clip it, I'll try to go back and clip it at some point if I remember to.
わかればよろしい。だが意外だったぞ。エミヤは怒りやすいくせにマトウには寛大なんだな。
Yeah, but Shinji's been that for as long as I've known him. You get used to him being an a-hole. It kind of sucks. Like, I do remember, like, growing up and, like, having good friends in elementary school and, like, staying good friends with them, even though, like, I knew and realized you're becoming a person I don't like. You are outright becoming an a-hole. And just, like, I never had, like, a big blow-up moment with friends growing up, but I definitely had moments where just, like, I'm just not going to hang around you anymore. I don't like who you are anymore. Maybe if I had a little bit more drama in me, I could have started something, but just like, no, that's just not who I am. I am like, I'm just cutting you out of my life. Goodbye. Yes, that's how it is. It is. Now come on, go back to your desk if you're satisfied. It's almost time for Miss Fujimura to dash in.
あの方は飛んでくるというより浮いてくるという感じだかな。
Is Miss Fujimura a ghost? The bell to homeroom starts to ring. Normally, the homeroom teacher comes in the classroom 5 minutes before homeroom starts. But our teacher isn't what you call typical. Homeroom for Class 2C typically starts 1 minute after the starting bell. In other words... Oh, I'm late! Homeroom starts with the sound of Fujini's shouts and hurried footsteps. Ha! Good use of sound effect and good use of like sliding into frame. Love it, love it. Oh, I made it. Good morning, every. What sucks is most of your high school friends have moved away. I legit only know where like 2 of them live. Oh yeah, I already like her. Like we've only had a few interactions with her, but just like you're already my favorite character. Like there's a reason I gave her like one of my favorite voices. There's a reason I've given her the pop voice. It's just like you're going to be wonderful. You're going to be so much fun to hang around with. Personally, I am legit not friends with like anyone from my high school. I not really friends with anyone from college. I'm barely friends with like the friends I've made where I live now. It's like that's on me. I'm bad at keeping and maintaining friendships. Like honestly, that's one of the things I'm kind of liking about Twitch because like I'm making friends through like Twitch and Discord and stuff and like this sort of thing is like helping me maintain a friendship. I'm liking that like I'm trying to think. It's like too far to say we're friends, but it's like I do want to have like we're at least acquaintances, and I want to at least maintain that and develop into more friendshipy stuff. It's like, does that make sense? Like that's weird. No, but then then we're getting into the quandary of like parasocial relationships, but I don't think that's what I'm going for. Great, now I'm entering philosophical questions I was not mentally prepared to enter into today. Huh. Fun times. I like my brain. I hate my brain. Houdini tumbles, and I hear some kind of unnatural sound. Uh-oh. Contrary to the hectic sounds a few seconds earlier, the classroom is now dead silent. Have we entered the dead zone? The mood shifts sharply. And it's no wonder Fujini is called a human roller coaster. But honestly, the way she felt didn't seem like a laughing matter. But I am going to laugh at it. Ha 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 ha! Hate it when you actually enter the metal wheel turning and you've lost the hamster. Yeah, the hamster just goes where it wants to, and sometimes it turns a wheel that I don't want it to be turning. It's just like, no, that's a bad wheel to turn. That's a moral quandary wheel. We don't turn the moral quandary wheel. Try to avoid turning that wheel. Fujini hit her head against the podium, and she's still lying on the floor. Our teacher is dead. Do we go to the hospital, or do we perform mouth-to-mouth? Is that going to be the option? Seeing her lie face down, unmoving, has everyone legitimately, I am now terrified that we are about to get, like, a mouth-to-mouth option for our choice that's coming up. Welcome to Wheel of Fortune! Goodbye, Pat Sajak. Wheel of Fortune was, like, my favorite game show growing up. I even remember, like, there was, like, a cool kids version of Wheel of Fortune that only lasted, like, a year or so when I was growing up. It was like it was a kid's version, but, like, as you spun the wheel, it would land on, like, physical challenges, or it would land on, like, getting slimed or stuff like that. It was just, like, very early 2000s, late 90s kids show sort of thing. And, like, legitimately, that is a memory unlocked that I forgot existed. I have not thought about, like, the kids show Wheel of Fortune in a bajillion years, and now I need to look it up. There was 100% a Wheel of Fortune kids show. What was it? They announced something in 2003. They announced that there was going to be a kids show in 2023. No, there was another one. I swear there was a Wheel of Fortune kids show. Wheel 2000. That was it. Yeah, that was a Nickelodeon War show with all the green slide. It might have... Where was it? No. This was on CBS lasted for like... It was only on the air from September 97 to February 98. But it was... I remember Wheel 2000 being a thing. Dang it. I might break my internet right now, but I'm gonna try to open up the internet and see if there are clips of Wheel 2000. Sorry, Fate Stay Night fans. My brain won't let me not do this. Hopefully the stream doesn't crash as I deign to open up Firefox. But it's being absurdly slow, so this is probably a bad sign. Are we still up? We're kind of up. Are you full wheel? Yeah, we've entered Segway territory. I'm just staring at a white page right now. If it does not load up within like the next 30 seconds of just regular YouTube, then I'll just go straight back to the game. I am sorry, the hamster has gone wild. The hamster has gone rogue. The hamster's gone rogue. Wheel 2000. It's not looking good. The loading times are not looking good for me right now because my internet is... Bleh. No, I don't want Wheel 1000. That's not a thing. Although, like, Wheel of Fortune in, like, medieval times, yes, I take some Wheel of Fortune from medieval times. You spin the wheel, and instead of bankrupt, it's just you get the plague. Still live. Yay, we're still live. And yeah, the hamster went rogue. We got a squirrel in here now. It's gone all wrong. It has gone so wrong. All right, we're searching Wheel 2000 right now. I need to remember what this fever dream was. This fever dream that lasted from September to February, from 97 to 98. I need to know what Wheel 2000 looked like because, dang it, of course it was in the 90s when everything was being named 2000. Everyone got that name 2000 because, like, if it was 2000, that meant it was futuristic, that meant it was cool. Wheel of Fortune during the French Revolution, no bankruptcy, just guillotine. Oh, those must have been the days. Those were the days. Goyles were goyles and men were men. We could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. I've actually never... I've seen full episodes of... not Archie's Place, All in the Family, but that was one of like the Nick at Night shows when I was growing up that I was just like, no, I'm not into that. Oh my goodness. There's an episode of Wheel 2000. Oh no. We're doing this apparently. Here we go. Let's see how long it takes to load. This is a bad sign, that the fact that stuff's not actually loading. I know, it's a black screen. Yeah, with how my internet is, I don't know if this is an option. Nope. Dang it, we're trying. We're already this far in. We're doing it. Need to do some editing. No! I'm hitting the Alt button. Hey, Streamlabs, why are you being weird? Streamlabs? I hate you sometimes, Streamlabs. Go. Sorry. I'm giving the video a chance to buffer for a minute. Dang it, Streamlabs. Let me... I see the arrow. Let me hear it. A professional streamer would at this point be going to the screen for screen sort of thing. But I'm not the most professional streamer. Dang it, we lost it. There we go. Streamlabs, let me click on something and let me drag something. Is it really that hard to do? In the Wheel 2000. In the Wheel 2000. All right. Right click stuff. There we go. Okay. Let's watch a few minutes of this and see if it works. What the heck is going on in the world of Wheel 2000? Dear Lord, it's so 90s! We have a VTuber as the host! 1997 VTuber!
Welcome to Wheel 2000. Right now, I'd like to introduce you to my girl. Hello to Lucy.
Oh, Lucy!
I can hear you guys. Feeling so great today, David. How about you?
Glad that we're feeling so great.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. First up, we got Erin. Erin, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm in the 7th grade. I'm a professional singer, and I do soccer and cheerleading.
All right.
Yeah, cheerleading. Give me an L, a U, a C, a Y. That sounds lit.
Oh my goodness. Is this what got people into VTubing and stuff like that?
Here all day.
I need to pull up my own chat on my phone because I can't pull up the program at the same time.
What about you, buddy?
Hi, I'm also in the 7th grade. I enjoy playing with my 2-year-old brother, Chad, and I like to watch professional wrestling with my 13-year-old brother, Charles.
Heck yeah. And awesome. Being nice to your little brother is awesome. We love nice older brothers. I wish I was one of those.
No, you guys don't have a tag team wrestling team?
We go against each other.
You're singles, okay. That makes
Heck yeah. Appreciate the singles wrestling. It'd be nice to tag team with your brother, but just like, you gotta practice against each other.
Well, I'm also in the 7th grade, and in my free time, I enjoy playing basketball and making websites on the internet.
Wow, you make
Making websites. Dear Lord.
maybe you could make the first Lucy fan homepage. For all Lucy's fans. Pretty cool. All right. Well, here's how
I did make a website when I was in high school dedicated to Greek mythology. Thankfully, that thing is destroyed and gone forever.
win a great prize, and you get to keep those points. Now, the person who has the most points.
Sorry if you're here for Fate's Day night. I'm watching this for a few minutes.
We've got our first physical stunt today. That's Match It right there.
I knew there were some physical stunts.
www.wheel2000.com. That's our website. That's our site that all you guys at home can get on anytime you want to. But today,
You know we're checking out wheel2000.com after we're done watching this.
the lucky emailer gets a chance to win with you. Okay?
Right.
We also got our bad spots on the wheel. You got to be careful. We got the loser spot over there. You hit that, you get the big L. Boom.
You can't go bankrupt. Going bankrupt is too scary a concept for children. Instead, we will traumatize them by calling children losers. The creature.
Aaron, you won the coin toss, so that means you get to go. So here you go. 3 categories.
This is peak 90s.
Okay. The 3
This is what the 90s was about.
everybody lab test and VIPs. Woohoo!
You get to pick one of those, Aaron. Which one do you like?
I'd like
When are the VTubers going to remake this? VTubers out there, we need this. We need the return of Wheel 2000.
Test is our first puzzle. Spin the wheel.
Uber, I love this. I'm so happy. Spit. Yeah. Is that even going to get all the way around once? No. That was not a good spin. We cannot call that a good spin.
There we go. Right up the bat. We hit match and stuff.
Nah, Aaron, you suck.
All right, Aaron, come on up. This is Match It. What you do is we got 4 colored helmets right here. And what you have to do is
We got to make our own Power Ranger.
on our space aliens down here, all right? They're here, here.
Are they Alien Rangers?
Once you got the helmets on, then you come back, you hit this button to see how many you have right. The panel will light up 1, 2, or 3, okay? If you get all 3 right, then the randomizer, which is constantly shuffling letters around, will freeze on 3 letters for you. Now, if you have less than 3, then you go back, switch the helmets around, come back over here, hit the button, and see how many you have right.
This description is going on too long.
Out. What you're gonna do is
My attention span is not lasting long enough.
and however many you have right, the randomizer will freeze those letters for you. Are you ready to match them?
Yes.
All right. On your mark, get set, match it.
Come on, Aaron, you can do this. Yeah.
You fool!
Go.
Good job. Get them on there.
You suck, child.
Come on over, check it out. None right. None right. Switch them all around.
Come on, kid. Oh, you fool! You fool! No!
None there either.
I mean, you knew the pink was wrong. You gotta at least switch out. Ah.
Switch them around. Switch them around. You got it. Keep going. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. One more time.
She doesn't know what she's doing. She has no game theory.
You might want to switch that. Still none. Put them in all.
It's none! You have to switch everything! You dumb child! Switch everything! No! Girl!
None. Tough job on the matching. Nice job, though. Let's go back.
You know you're getting nothing right, so you have to switch every single one of them. Come on! 7th graders are stupid.
That means we're going to go on, and Caleb, your turn to spin the wheel.
All right, let's insult this child now. Are you at least having a good spin? They aren't showing the wheel. They know that it's a bad spin.
Here is lab test, and you have 250.
Is there an N?
No, there's no end.
No ends. All right, Nikki.
The camera angles hurts so bad. All right, that was a decent spin. Decent spin. Good job, Nikki. You have my respect, Nikki.
Good girl, let's go.
Let's go.
Looks like the double up question. Now that means I'm going to read you a question. If you get this right, you double the points on that spot, so you'll be playing for 1,000 if you can answer this question correctly. The category is, some boats carry a certain kind of instrument for detecting and locating objects underwater. Now you have 3 choices. A microwave, B, sonar, or C, pulsar.
Please don't get this wrong.
Sonar?
Sonar is correct.
Okay, thank you. She's not a dummy. We respect Nikki. We're rooting hard for Nikki.
Playing for 1,000 points. Pick us a letter.
Is there an S?
No.
No!
No S's. Well, back to you, Aaron.
But you learned something.
That's right, Luke. We all learned.
Somehow the spin was worse this time.
Alrighty, 650.
Cool.
Is there an R?
Yes, 1 R.
Congratulations, Aaron. You did something right for once.
650, that's more than enough to buy a vowel, or you can spin or solve it if you know it.
I'd like to spin.
All right. Spin that wheel.
Okay. I'll give her credit. 3rd spin, not completely terrible. Is that what VTubers just feel like they have to do? Like, if a VTuber is doing like a watch along of some sort, do they feel compelled to just like, are they forced to dance? Is that how VTubing works?
You got it.
Like, Wheel 2000 is teaching me so much about 2024 Twitch life that I didn't realize.
An F, please?
No, there's no F.
No F's.
We give her no F's.
You got a chance now.
Spin was better in strength, but the results are worse. I respect the strength.
That's why you're in the pub.
There's a reason in original Wheel of Fortune, like, the rule is you have to go around once. Like, they never address it because everyone's good at it. Because everyone has some upper body strength, but... P. I'm sorry, did they just do it like a P sound effect? What?
I'd like to spin.
No, wait. I need to...
Letters on the
Yes, there's 1 P, Caleb.
What is that?
the letters on the board.
P.
Enough to buy a vowel, or you can spin again.
What is this game?
Go, Caleb.
What is this show? What is this production value?
Watch out for the creature.
Oh, no. Oh, thank goodness.
100.
Is there a G?
No, there's no G.
Oh, jeez. Nikki, chance for you to get some points here.
Come on, Nikki.
Come on, Nikki. I respect you.
Math pen.
400.
400. Good job.
H.
No, there's no H.
No.
900. You can buy a vowel or spin it.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Buy a vowel.
An E?
Yes, 2 E's.
E.
Good choice. 650 and a
10.
Okay.
Okay, good, Aaron, go.
Oh. This is beautiful.
gotta skip you, but you get to keep your points. Caleb,
I would
your
like to
turn.
spin.
At least we confirm. We confirm she's a loser. There is no E in this chat, Uber, dang it. This is not worse. Don't send him a clip of this. Don't show him any more E's.
There it is. All right, Caleb, pick a good one. It's for 1,000.
Is there a V?
Yes, there's a V!
Come on.
All right,
He knows it.
Means just vowels left, so you can buy a vowel or solve it.
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
What is it?
Evaporate.
You got it. Attaboy, good job. High five, Caleb.
I guess evaporating can be used as a part of a lab test, but like I think of it more as like a naturally happening thing more than anything, but eh.
I have very high status friends.
Yeah, it is
My buddy
also a lab
Steve
thing.
Hammond from the new CBS TV show, The Gregory Hines Show, knows something about that.
Thanks, Lucy. When laundry dries, the water seems to disappear.
What's the Gregory Hines show?
It evaporates and turns into water vapor, an invisible gas which mixes with the air. Bye.
Bye.
Seems to disappear. I'm always losing socks and stuff. Good job, Caleb. You did a good solo.
More than it has. Evaporate works. Evaporate still works. All right.
Not only did you win that great prize, but you get to keep your 1,200.
We're halfway into the episode and it's one puzzle.
With more Real 2000.
All right. We had our fun. We had our ridiculous fun. Thank you for somehow flashing me back somehow to Wheel 2000. Something I didn't know was still in my brain, but apparently it was still in the corner somewhere, and the frickin' hamsters and squirrels dug it up. All right, back to Fate Stay Night. What were the voices I was using? Dear, that was the most wonderfully stupid thing. Honestly, though, I think you actually remember that show. Heck yeah, Uber! Oh, I'm glad I could reawaken those memories for you. Oh, that stupid girl who... They were all wrong! You have to change them all! Ugh. I don't know. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her so much.
おい、前の席のやつ、先生起こしてやれよ。
やだよ。近づいた途端パクって食べられたら怖い。
Yeah, I would also be afraid of a teacher biting me. That's a bad thing. Also, should probably have good posture again.
ミミックじゃあるまいし、さすがに藤村でもそこまでやらねえだろ。
あんたね、そう言うなら自分で起こしてあげなさい。
うわ、俺パス。こういうの苦
私だって苦手よ。大体なんで女の子にやらせるわけ？男子やりなさいよね、男子。
Don't be sexist. Anyone can take control of the situation. The students in the front row are starting to get rowdy. Those of us sitting in the middle rows can't see what's going on. So we all stand up and look.
先生動いてないぞ。気絶してんじゃないのか？
Especially seeing the V2. I had zero memory. I had like a vague memory of like weird games and like a funky looking wheel, but it's just like the fact that we had an actual 1997 VTuber as the Vanna White. Oh, that sent me. Oh, I'm so happy. That was so much fun. Someone brings up the obvious, but the problem is, how would we get Fujini to the infirmary? We're all like comrades in arms after our time dealing with Fujini. Probably nobody's thrilled of the idea of taking a teacher to the infirmary. If her neck's broken, don't move her. Like, call the ambulance. At least call the school nurse and bring them here. Okay, yes, we are in ads. You're right. So, gonna take a sip of water and try to clear out my sinuses. I'm gonna mute for a minute. Ad breaks should be over. I am so glad I finally activated the thing that tells me when the ads are available. I thought that was something that should have been on by default, but apparently it wasn't. But now we are back with our unconscious teacher who might be dead. A brave girl approaches. Fujimi isn't moving. Class grows more concerned.
って今の転び方こう頭から直角に教壇に突っ込んだじゃないかあれで無傷だったら藤村無敵っぽい
It would be odd if they just killed the comic relief character immediately. Is it because I hung out with Sakura first? Did I make a bad choice already and killed the teacher because I hung out with Sakura this morning?
やめろよなそういう脅しはタイガーが顧問になった日には俺たち甲子園に行っちまうぞ
藤村先生ダメ
おいお前目の前なんだから起こしてやれよ嫌だよ俺もし死んでたら殺されかねねえ
If she's dead, I'll be as good as... Do you think death is Do you think concussions are contagious? Like brain hemorrhages? If I touch a brain hemorrhage, I'm going to get one too? The students in this class are idiots.
でもだからってほっといたら後が怖い
でも誰も近づきたくない
仕方ねえなこうなったらあれしかないか
What's the last resort?
あれだね
Everyone's on the same page. Well, except Shinji and I. We keep quiet because the two of us dared not to be a part of what was about to happen. that voice acting was kind of adorable and weird. It comes out a whisper, even with so many students speaking in unison. The word tiger is especially inaudible. You literally said tiger lines ago. Literally, you already said the word tiger and it wasn't a whisper. Listen to it again. Is it a whisper? That was not a whisper. And yet... Twitch.tv/CardWiz. If you have a Prime sub, remember, you can go ahead and use that now. You don't want to go to waste. Make sure you use those Prime subs. Use those Bezos bucks. Fujini's previously motionless body reacts. Summoning the tiger. Everyone must be on edge since midterm tests are approaching. It's a terrible idea on their part, but some students wave their arms and chant Fujini's nickname. You need to tiger up.
よし起きろ先生それでこそタイガーだぜ
Gah! Don't call me Tiger! Like a sudden bolt of lightning striking, Fujini stands valiantly as if the fall sudden had just hardly scratched her. Clipping this and tagging Tiger in it. Please do. Huh? What are you all doing? You guys shouldn't get out of your seats during homeroom. Come on, back to your seats and we shall begin. Fujini, back to her normal self, stands at the podium. It appears she recalled nothing between the time she jumped into the classroom, when she frickin' cracked her skull open, and the time she woke up. Oh, you're gonna die, student.
ラッキー朝からついてるな俺たち
いやついてるっていうのかなこういう
The students shuffling back to their desks. Did someone just mock me?
してないっすよ気のせいじゃないっすか
Really? Then okay. We're going to start morning homeroom, so everyone listen up. Fujini casually starts homeroom. She always goes on digressions between announcements, so it goes slowly. Which is why everyone should go home at an appropriate hour. The gates close at 6, so everyone doing club activities shouldn't stay any longer than necessary. But 6 is so early, Taiga. Don't the athletic clubs get an exception? They will not. And Goto, you'd better call me Miss Fujimura the next time you call me by my first name. I'll get mad. Mad, I say. Yay, Twitch clips worked. Yes, ma'am, I'll be careful next time. Goto sits back down. He doesn't seem particularly remorseful. Too easy. When Fujini says she gets mad, she gets mad. It doesn't matter if it's with a teacher or a student. And that's as close to a serious warning as she's ever going to give. But Goto doesn't realize it. That's it for today's homeroom announcements. I will see you all at third period English. Fujini waves and leaves. And that was Taiga Fujimura, the teacher of 2C. Her nickname, Tiger. That might seem like a joke, but it isn't. She got the nickname because it sounds like her name, Taiga. But Fujini hates it. According to her, it doesn't sound feminine. She got the nickname because of how she acts. So she kinda had it coming. She had it coming. She had it coming. She had it coming all along. As Fujini exits the room, the first period teacher enters. Because Fujini takes up almost all the homeroom time, mornings are always like this. And so, another day of classes ends. There are many types of students. Some immerse themselves in club stuff. Some hurry home, and some hang out in the classroom. I don't really fit into any of these categories. I'm D, none of the above.
ちょっといいかエミヤ。今朝の続きなんだが、今日は時間あるか。
Yay, using my superpowers of repairs. Repairman, man. Well, it's not like I have I don't have plans. It's not like I don't do anything at all. Biggest reason I quit the Kyoto Club in the first place was I wanted to prioritize my part-time job. It's been 5 years since I started the part-time jobs to earn money for living expenses. Another huge throwback. Heck yeah. Like, all that was my show back in the day. I'm so glad Kenan Thompson, like, got success and got SNL, but the fact that Lori Beth Denberg and Kel Mitchell didn't, like, get a lot of success or, like, really any more acting success after all that is just, like, such a ridiculous shame. I kind of despise it. It's like Lori Beth Denberg, Kel Mitchell, and Kenan were like the elite 3 of that show. Oh, they were so freaking hilarious. Sadly, like the biggest like thing I remember Lori Beth Denberg ever doing was like the bit part in Dodgeball where it was just a fat joke, and it's just like, I hate that, but whatever. Maybe I should look at her IMDb. Maybe she's done other things. I hope she has, because Lori Beth Denberg rules. Today is one of them. I was asked to help restock some product for a bar, since they wanted as many strong helping hands as they could get, and I'm super strong. The French diver in the... Yes, learning French with Pierre Escargot with Kenan Thompson was literally the funniest thing in the universe to, like, 8-year-old me. Like, literally nothing was funny. Like, before Try Not to Laugh challenges were a thing, I would literally try to challenge myself. Don't laugh during learning French with Pierre Escargot, and I failed every time. It was the most hilarious thing in the universe to me. Like that and Lori Beth Denberg with the news, like those were the 2 best bits they had. By far. And like Kenan Thompson has been on Peacock with Kevin Hart doing Olympics coverage for Paris. And it's like, how are you, I watched like 3 episodes of that little show, and it's like, how are you not bringing back Pierre Escargot? It's freaking perfect for this. How dare you not cater to my nostalgia? Though I'm sure I don't have to help, the bar's likely asking everyone as an excuse to gather some folks to hang out afterwards. There are 2 options. I have options. I should help the student council do my part-time job. Fortunately, he'd probably gotten so much flight. Possibly, but who cares? It was like the funniest thing as a 90s kid. Do we help our friend? Do we help? Probably the closest thing our dude has to a friend. Or do our part-time job. Like, we're kind of living on our own and we do have to make money. And like, we helped him a lot this morning. We can help him out like at the start of class next time. Yeah, he really should reference it at least once during the summer. I'm hoping so. It would make my day if he brought back Pierre Escargot just for a bit. It would be the best. I'm feeling like we go do our part-time job. I think we just need to make a little bit more money. And just keep... We need to take care of ourselves. Like, we aren't making a living by repairing things around the school. We're just helping out. Like, we helped out for like an hour before school. We can help out an hour before school again. It's cool. One of my part-time job. Like maybe during the closing discussion for Summer Olympics, he should end the show that way. I'd love it. It'd be less controversial than like the actual opening ceremony, at least to some people who don't know history. I feel bad for Isai, but I should probably prioritize my part-time job. Never promised I would go, but since I said I'd try, I should probably keep my word. Sorry, Isai, I already have plans. Can I get a rain check for this morning's tasks?
戦略？ああ、例のアルバイトか。そうか、それは困らせたな。
Heck yeah, Isai's cool. Isai's totally gets it. We'll definitely help Isai again in the future when we get the option, but it's like, we already helped this morning. Thanks. I'll get back to those tasks first thing in the morning, so please let me off the hook this time, bro.
そこまで深刻な話でもないと言っただろう。急を要していたものは今朝で片付いた。残った修理品はエミヤの手が空いた時で構わんさ。
If you say so, is it okay if I pick up where I left off whenever I don't have work?
一切ない。その時はまた頼りにするぞ。
Heck yeah, this is compromise. This is just talking stuff out. Heck yeah. Isai bids me a stiff farewell and leaves the classroom. Okay then, Good and Doddle may not been given a specific time, but now I've decided to go to my job. I should go. Yay, job. And it'll make the food Sakura makes for us at the house taste even better after a hard day's work. Geez, I thought I was going to help out just a little, but they gave me 30,000 yen. Is that like... What is the 2004 translation? Is it close to like a 1 to 100 thing? Would that be like 300 bucks? Would it be like 30 bucks? It's like an unexpected windfall or a stroke of good luck. Okay, so I'm guessing by that wording it's closer to like 300. But heck yeah, we got like 300 bucks now. Copenhagen, where I work today, is like a bar and supermarket that sells liquor all in one. And it takes a lot of people to restock. It's a job that needs at least 5 people, but the more people you have after that makes everyone's lives easier. Yet, the boss is always like... He mentioned it so casually to the part-time workers and seemed to think it was enough. I think I understand how Joker is able to maintain a part-time job in Persona 5 when he literally goes twice in a year. Ah, 30 bucks. Dang. 30 bucks is still nice. 30 bucks is still a nice little bonus if you weren't expecting it. But I'm the only one who showed up. Oh no. The only people there for inventory were me, the boss, and Neko, his daughter. All hell broke loose. I'm super glad we came now. That would suck if it was just like the boss and his daughter having to do all this. Neko was scolding the boss, yet I was the only fool who came, ready to be sacrificed. 2 of them unenthusiastically applauded when I showed up. And then we all decided to organize the storage room. Yay, organizing! Can I have an organizing minigame, please? Please? Let me organize! Oh. And then somehow finished the inventory in 2 hours. 30 bucks for 2 hours work, alright, that's good, that's decent. That, for like 17-year-old, I guess that's good. Especially 2004. Yeah, 2004, $30. Yeah, that's pretty great, actually. The boss remarks as he eats a brown cake and surveys the afternoon's work. Not exactly. I'm just used to manual labor. I've been working here long enough. I know where most of the things go. I haven't been working here since I was young for nothing, you know.
そっか。あれ、シロ君ってもう5年だっけ？
Something like that. You were the one of the only places that would hire me after my old man died. Thank you for putting a 13-year-old to labor, or 12-year-old, somewhere around there.
僕も年を取るわけだ。
Who needs child labor laws? The boss stuffs his mouth with rum cake. Next to him, Neko is nursing a bottle of warm sake. The owner has a sweet tooth while the daughter is the drinker of the family. They balance each other out well. Okay, that's not
けど助か
disturbing
った
me.
わ。こんだけやってもらって、おだちんがケーキだけっていうのもあれだし。はい、これ僕からの気持ち。
So, do I not get paid by this part-time job? So, is this a bonus or? I am now confused. It's more than I get for a week's worth of labor? So, over the course of a week, you wouldn't even make $30? Oh, child labor laws. Oh no. Okay, thanks. I hesitate, but I take whatever I can get. Just as I'm about to leave Copenhagen,
ちょい待ち。エミヤ、今日の話誰から聞いた？
Neko stops me while she's curled up in front of the heater resting. I think it was Furumi.
学生に自分の仕事を押し付けるんじゃないってのよ。あのバカ。まあそれはいいとして。何？じゃあ今日の棚卸し、また
Well,
聞きだったのに
I
来たんだ。
was told to help if I wasn't
フル
busy.
ムもバカだけど、エミヤンもおバカさん？まあいいけど。君さ、人の頼みを断ったことないでしょ。
Huh?
前に私と
That's
父が
not
外れ込んだ時も
True,
店番
I
してくれ
wouldn't
た
do
し
things for people I know I can't. I only do things I know I'm able to, and apparently running a bar is one of them. Or not a bar, just a liquor store?
ふーん。あん時、君も風邪ひいてたんだけどね。まあいいけど。私が何を言いたいかっていうとですね。
Hey, I love a protagonist who is a good guy who's kind of dumb is like my favorite genre of protagonist. With probably Ichiban from Like a Dragon being like one of my favorite examples of it. I either want super cool, kind of angry, out for vengeance, or I want good guy, kind of dumb. Neko makes circles with her fingers in the air as she downs her sake. She seems to think I'm a dragonfly or something. Okay, so just tell Fujini that?
そう。じゃあね。あんまし頑張りすぎんなよ、少年。
I'm glad we got to meet these major characters who don't even have portraits. Very important characters. Whoa, I've already crossed the bridge. To walk back the neighboring Shinto to Miyama without realizing it. I walk through the still darkened town. It's super duper spooky. It's about 7:30. There should still be people out and about at this hour, but there's no signs of anyone around. Oh, right. There was a crime committed in Miyama the other day. A burglar murdered someone, I think. Murdered? And if you want to know more about murders, come check out my stream with my buddy The Worst Heroes, where we have been playing through the Ace Attorney series. There tends to be a lot of murder. We will be starting those streams back up fairly soon, I am hoping. So give his channel a follow and check out the YouTube playlist of some of our episodes thus far. Gas leaks and burglars, huh? Seems like it's getting dangerous around here. No wonder people are avoiding walking around at night. Probably not safe to let Sakura go home on her own anymore. I guess she's going to have to sleep in my house, so she doesn't have to go back to whatever family drama she's got. Fujini might be fine, but Sakura's house is in the residential area. I guess I should walk her home starting tonight. Huh? I can't quite believe what I'm seeing. I must be wrong. Since a presence on the uphill path I was sure was empty. Whoever it is, standing still and looked to be peering down at me. Hello, small child. I don't trust you. We should probably run very far away, like a little baby. I unconsciously hold my breath. A girl with silvery hair smiles and walks down the path without making a sound. As she passes by... What did I say earlier about Oni-chan? Big brother? Instantly hate! Instant hate! One of my least favorite tropes. It will always be one of my least favorite tropes. And now I have like a first... Do I hate her? Do I hate her more than purple-haired, totally best friend who's totally not going to be an abusive a-hole? Best character? No. I hate this small child. Well, maybe small child can recover, but yeah. Oh, your opening line has Oni-chan. Just like, no. Hate. What she says makes no sense. I climb up the hill and reach my house. The lights are already on, which means Sakura and Fujini are home. And how can she be the best character? We have Sakura and we have Taiga. The moment I step into the living room, I smell the delicious aroma of dinner. If you hate, I will delete you. I'm just saying, she got off on literally one of the worst foots possible for me personally. Literally, like she said the worst possible thing she could have said to me. Sakura and Fujini are both eating at the table. The night's meal is chicken stewed in cream sauce, and it's put Fujini in an especially good mood. Chicken for breakfast and for supper? I don't know how I feel about that. It's like I would get it if it's like a leftover sort of thing. It's like just two separate meals. It's just like I prefer a little bit more variety in my proteins, but Well, this one's like stewed in a cream sauce, so I guess it's going to have like a completely different texture to it. You mean best balls? Oh, no. Ugh. No. Well, welcome home, Senpai. Please excuse us for eating ahead of you. Thanks. Sorry for being late. I should have come home earlier. That's fine. You still made it in time. Please wait while I prepare your plate. Okay, thanks. I'll go wash up. So keep an eye on Fujini and make sure she doesn't eat my food and try to poison me. Very possible that happens. I'll do that. Is it overalls time? I go to my room. Sparse room compared to the storehouse, but it's still decorated enough considering I don't have any hobbies. I'm super boring. That's what makes me a generic protagonist. Though most of them are random things that Fujini has just left around here. Why is Fujini leaving stuff in your room? That's creepy. After I wash my hands and change, I head back to my food on the table. Thank you for the meal. But please dig in. I hope you like it. Sakura is as humble as ever. Sakura's cooking skills have really improved. We already mentioned them. My cooking's no match for her Western foods. My Japanese dishes might be a little better, although neither of us are good at making Chinese dishes, which is why we have to settle the debate by going on Iron Chef and challenging Iron Chef French Hariyuki Sakai. I'm glad to know she's improving, but it's also a little depressing when the pupil surpasses the master. Don't think of yourself as her master! Don't be weird! It's really delicious. The longer you cook chicken, the tougher the meat gets, which is why you need to take the extra step of grilling the chicken to seal in its juices and flavor. This requires exceptional skill, and it's something the clumsy Fujini would never be able to manage. What do you think, Senpai? I think today's dish turned out quite well. No complaints here. The cream sauce is perfect. My cooking can't hold a candle to your Western dishes. Yep. Ever since Sakura started cooking, all her meat dishes have gotten better. Fujini's, who's been concentrating on her meal till now, pipes up. And you're in trouble, Shiro. A student shouldn't stay out late at night. Ack! She looked to be in good spirits thanks to Sakura's meal, but the moment she sees my face, her mood turns sour. I bet you are helping someone again. That is fine, but you should really be coming home early for now. Don't you remember my homeroom announcement about how it's not been safe lately? I was speaking to you, Shiro. Weird punctuation on that one. It's like, why did you have the end quotes twice? You normally haven't been doing that. Whatever. You really don't need to make a homeroom announcement for something you can just tell me at home. You wouldn't listen if I told you here. You are more likely to listen if I tell you at school. That sense of abuse of authority, or at least mixing business with private matters. Nope, this is just what I have to do to make things sink in for you, Shiro. Much like I have to make things sink in by leaving stuff in your room, apparently. He always gets the short end of the stick because he's always helping everyone. He should always get the short end of the stick because he's busy helping. That idiot should come straight home in a while and relax a bit. Who are you calling an idiot? What's wrong with helping people? I'm not losing out on anything as long as someone benefits from my help, and as long as I get paid 30,000 big boy yen bucks. You're starting to sound like Kitsuguru. Kiritsugu. Kiritsugu. And that mindset has your big sister worried, Shiro. Seeing Fujini eat so heartily makes me wonder what exactly she's worried about. Miss Fujimura, just from that conversation, you're saying Senpai has always been like this? Yep, always. He is the type who would lend a helping hand whenever there's someone in need. It's not that he meddles in things, but he's always been a bit precocious. Fujini grins menacingly. Fujini, I'm going to get mad if you say anything you shouldn't, and you shouldn't ask such silly questions, Sakura. That wasn't silly. I glare at the two. Fujini clicks her tongue in disapproval, but... Miss Fujimura, please continue. Sakura presses on like an attentive student. Aw, man! Then let me explain. You see, Shiro just can't help himself when he sees someone in need. It is like helping the weak and subduing the strong. When he was younger, he wrote an essay that said he wanted to be the hero of justice. Also want to take a look at this. Alright. No choices coming up? Quit bringing up the past, Fujini. I can't really jump through because it's true. And now... Nope. I want to look at the flowchart. Okay. So both of those lead right to here. So, okay. I am curious, like, how linear everything is. Also, haven't done a hard save in a while. Besides, becoming a hero of justice is still my goal! I can wear a hero mask just like those mannequins on Wheel 2000. Oh, wow. You really are a wonderful child, Senpai. Yep, it was astonishing. He would swoop in and rescue a little girl from getting bullied by a boy twice her age. And he tried his hardest at doing housework because Kiritsu was such a slob at home. He was so cute and innocent back then. I'm not sure how he got to be the stubborn, disobedient boy he is today. That's on you, Fujini. That's what happens to children when they have bad role models. I mean, I've already had both parents die, I've already had adopted father die, and now I'm stuck with you. Kinda no surprise I'm a little messed up. And if you want to say something, try making an entire meal on your own. What? Fujini is shocked. I thought she would just lower her head and repent, but... Big sister's sad. Sakura, thirds, please. She holds out her rice bowl, asking for a third helping of dinner. We relax after dinner, and it's almost 9 o'clock. What should I do? Still some time before my evening training. I guess I'll... Oh! We do get a choice. We are at a choice now. All right. 100% walking Sakura home. We've got both a potential, like, murderer out there, and we've got a creepy small child. We must protect her from both of these. If we run into the murderer, we kick him in the face. If we run into the small child, we probably kick her in the face too. I haven't thanked Sakura for cooking dinner yet, so I should talk to Sakura. It's getting late. I should walk her home. Sakura just finished cleaning up, and she's in the living room getting ready to go home. Oh, Senpai, I thought you were taking your bath. What I was imagining you doing... Oh, wait, I'm sorry, what? I'll take a bath later, after I walk you home. You're going to walk me home? Yeah, it's been dangerous at night lately, so I'll walk you home. Your house is a pretty long walk, so let me at least do this for you, since you go out of your way to come here. Sakura purses her lips awkwardly. Did I say something wrong? I'm sorry, I appreciate your concern, but you should rest. I know my way home from here. I should be fine alone. Maybe so, but it really hasn't been safe recently. I will walk you home at night for a while. Well, it will cause trouble for you if my brother sees you. No worries. We're like best friends. There's going to be no problem with that. In fact, he'd probably be happy to see me with you. I forgot. Sakura's older brother, Shinji, doesn't really like Sakura coming over to my place. He can't say much because Sakura says she goes to Fujini's house, but me taking her home might cause problems. I don't care if Shinji accuses me of something I didn't actually do, but I don't want him to take it out. Do we legitimately think, like, he would, like, best case scenario, berate her? But it wouldn't be a problem if I only walked you halfway, right? There's no way we'll see Shinji at the intersection. Shinji is a bad word. Tiger is best character so far. I do Tiger and Sakura. It's like 1-2 for best character so far. And it's not even close. Although I'm surprised by how much I like the class president guy. He was cool. I don't remember why Shinji's a jerk, but it's like I'm getting all the red flags on Shinji. Oh boy. Sakura is uncomfortably silent. Knowing Sakura, she probably couldn't even lie about the fact that I walked her home. Nah, Uber's got a good point. Tiger rules. Tiger is pretty freaking amazing. Hey, then how about wants me to walk her home? An English teacher wearing tiger stripes suddenly poked her head through the door. That doesn't really fix anything. My concern is that a girl is walking alone at night. So adding another girl would be like... That's like 2 girls! Wait a minute. Story arc. Skeeth, if you're gonna be trying to trick people, you need to be using Spore with 100% accuracy to put people to sleep. Calling Fujini a girl might be a bit of a misnomer. There is a reason Fujini is the teacher in charge of the Kyudo Club. She was trained by Old Man Fujimura in Kendo, and her 5th rank designation makes her deadly, literally and figuratively. Well, I guess it won't be a problem if you went, Fujini. I bet you could beat the poop out of any perverts who might try to strike. Of course I can, and that is why walking Sakura home is not a problem. Are you good with that, Sakura? We're missing quotation marks. We got another translation error. There should be quotes there. How dare you, translators, you've screwed something up. Because I'm assuming she's supposed to say, yes, as long as it's okay with you. Unbelievable. 0 out of 10 game. How dare you forget some quotation marks. That settles it. Let us get going. I was just thinking I should go home too. Fujini takes Sakura's hand and starts to leave. Hold on a minute, Sakura. What is it, senpai? Dinner was good. Thank you. God is great. God is good. Thank you, Sakura, for the food. Amen. Of course. As long as you don't mind, I'll keep working on my cooking, senpai. Sakura beams and leaves the living room. I can tell my cheeks are burning red. Honestly, Sakura takes me by surprise a lot lately. It's perplexing? Time sure flies. Not so long ago, she was just my friend's little sister. And now, I find sometimes I can't quite look away from her. Oh, I'm so pathetic. I've always thought of Sakura as being like family, but I can't seem to accept this change. Oh. He's in love. He's in love. Or lust. I don't know. I don't know him well enough. And that's how my day ends. Just before midnight, Shiro Emiya must perform the daily routine of utilizing magic. Cross my legs, take position, and regulate my breathing. I try to empty my mind. Alright, hamsters, squirrels, you all take a break. Okay, don't think about weird childhood stuff. Try not to think about Wheel of Fortune 2000. Try not to think about weird VTubers from 1997. Nope, too late. I can't get my mind off it. I ignore everything around me and turn my focus inwards. I grab the knife, so I can see all the inwards. Trace on! That's my cool catchphrase. That's cool, right? I'll be like a superhero. I'll be called Tracer. No one will ever come up with a character name like that. That's why I'm unique and special. I will be the superhero Tracer. Maybe I'll even get a video game named after me. I muttered the familiar incantation as if putting myself in a spell. Also pulling myself in a spell. I don't know how it works. No, this is a kind of hypnosis. With no magic crest, no magic knowledge, the incantation I mutter is really just a way to focus myself and change my body. You're the one preventing people from hangovers. I was about to give myself a hydration hangover. I've already run out of one hydration. Go to the other hydration. Heck yeah. Typically, humans don't have any lines which allow magic energies to pass through their body. To temporarily change my body to create a pseudo version of these lines, I need enough concentration to unify my entire physical and nervous system. Let's just push like the stomach over here. Gonna push the heart over here. Let's put that spleen. We don't need that spleen. We can just get rid of that, period. Magecraft is a battle with yourself. For example, I insert a burning steel rod into my backbone. I'm sorry, what? The steel rod itself is the one and only magic circuit I can prepare for myself. I'm sorry, what are you doing, dude? Are you making yourself steel? Are you trying to Wolverine up? Yeah, bro, did it Tuesday. Of course. Apparently I missed out on this workout style. Get rid of that period. I thought you were a guy. Haha. Well, apparently I can shift my body around inside, so maybe Shiro can change that. By passing this deep within my body and connecting it to my other nerves, I can be a mage. So just sticking a rod of metal into my body makes me a mage. Okay. I think we have a different definition of a mage, but maybe Wolverine is a mage. I never asked him personally. He's going to be doing it till he's 90. I'm sure I'll have the time to ask. This is not a metaphor. Are we sure it's not a metaphor?
It's not blood, it's a metaphor for love.
And if you look closely, a series of metal rods, which cannot normally be seen or touched, pierce my backbone. Totally normal. Totally, completely normal. Anyone wants to make silly sound effects? There's the list of silly sound effects I have available. Wolverine is a mage. He has the renewal skill. You're right. Wolverine has been doing this for centuries. Yeah. And he's going to do it till he's 90. I'm a magician. Kitsuguri Emiya was a mage. He was a true mage who disciplined himself in a wide variety of mystics. Plumbed the deepest secrets of the world and its workings, and even performed miracles. And as a young child, I admired Kiritsugu and begged him to teach me magecraft. I'm remembering Fate Zero. And Kiritsugu, spoiler alert for Fate Zero, is a character in Fate Zero. I thought his primary quote-unquote magic was the power of gun? I could be misremembering. The power of gun is great. I love the power of gun. It's why Maria rules in Sakura Wars. She wields the power of gun. It's why Anastasia from Sakura Wars is also amazing. She also wields the power of gun. I love the power of gun in my anime and my video games. It's one of the best magic powers available. But you can't just become a mage. You have to be born with talent and inherit a tremendous amount of knowledge. I obviously never had that inborn talent, and Kiritsugu never imparted any knowledge about magecraft to me. Kiritsugu had magic. Oh no, the webcams. Dang it. Seems fine on my end. An actual gun would have been useless in Zero. Dang it. Oh, I remember what he did. Oh, I remember what he did in Zero. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. Don't want to spoil it. In case, like, it becomes a plot point here for some reason. I doubt it, but you remember having a command seal. It's been a while. He definitely had a... Yeah, that's the thing I was going to say that I didn't want to spoil. But yeah, I now remember. It's like, oh yeah, the bullets were magic because the bullet had, like, his bones inside of it. That's what it was. I freaking love Kiritsugu. I freaking love Fate Zero. Fate Zero is just like one of my favorite animes. I need to watch. It's been too long since I've seen Fate Zero. I need to watch again. But I'm probably going to wait till after I finish this game before I do that. I was told it wasn't necessary for me, something like that. I still don't understand what he means by that. But it didn't matter to me as a child. I have taken all the lessons he taught me, and I've decided to shove rods into my backbone. That will make me a better mage. I was blessed neither with talent, that is, an abundance of magic circuits within me, nor was generations of magical knowledge handed down to me. Watch Fate Zero for Saber in that cool suit. Ah, freaking love Saber's design. Do not watch Fate. How dare you? I love Fate Zero. It is one of my all-time favorite anime. The magecraft Kiritsugu possessed, the magic crest down from the Emiya family can only be passed on to a blood relative. A magic crest, which is proof one is a mage, rejects any not blood related. As an adopted son, I cannot receive the Emiya family crest. Wah wah. Then again, since I honestly don't have any idea what the heck a magical crest is, doesn't really matter much whether I have one or not. Just a matter of gaining the ability. If I want to be a mage, I just have to learn magecraft that suits the traits I do have. Magecraft is, taken to its extreme, a skill supposedly meant to release magical energy. After seeing Fate Zero, fans threw a fit the past 2 days. I am no longer holding back. After seeing Fate Zero, fans throw a fit about... Fate Zero fans throwing a fit about Fate Stay Night? Whatever. It's like, I threw a fit about the... But, like, this is the original thing. This is the original thing. Like, as long as, like, this doesn't completely contradict stuff that happens in Fate Zero, which it hasn't so far, or at least now that I remember, then it's not a problem. Even, like, I'm not getting into it. I'm trying to be positive, because I'm enjoying the time right now. But just like, I love Fate Zero, hated the Stay Night anime, but I'm really loving this so far. And I'm liking Shiro a lot more in this. I really didn't like Shiro Emiya pretty much at all in the Fate Stay Night anime, but I'm liking him so far here. I'm hoping this development continues. Mainly because, like, I love that it's the internal monologue helps. It's one of the benefits of having to actually have a visual novel that can really expand upon characters' motivations and thoughts. It's why I've been wanting to play the Fate Stay Night game for so long, despite hating the anime. Because, like, I knew it was a cool property, and I thought that the visual novel would probably be able to impart its ideas better in the original form, and so far it definitely is. You could say that magical energy is a life force. Magical energy is separated into two sources: mana, which comes from the world's atmosphere, and odd, which is created within living creatures. Obviously, mana, which comes from the world itself, is superior to odd. The sheer power of the world's mana is simply not even comparable to the odd one human can read. That's so weird. Odd? OD? Whatever. No matter what form it takes, magecraft utilizing mana will always suppress anything created from an individual's odd. So a powerful mage is one who excels at drawing magical energy from the world. You're very happy you're finally getting the visual novel a chance after years of poking. I appreciate that. Like, you've been bugging me for a while to play it, and I just didn't want to deal with, like, the translation issue, because I remember, like, a couple of years ago trying to watch a video on how to get, like, the translator patch to work for Stay Night, and just, like, it seemed like a nightmare based on the video I watched about it. And it was like, no, I'm not dealing with this, because I had hope that one day it would get an official translation, because it's the freaking granddaddy of the franchise, one of, like, the most heralded visual novels of all time. Surely it was going to get an official translation one day, and it finally has. A mage will use their own body circuits to draw mana from outside and convert it into something useful. Mage calls circuit they use unless something crazy is said, I'm probably going to skip past more of the establishing stuff. Typically, humans have hardly any. They are normally quite rare. That's why mages spend generations trying to assert descendants have a body suitable. And they always even go so far as to practice selective breeding. Yay, eugenics! We're getting into the eugenics portion of the visual novel. Everyone's favorite. And since I was raised in a normal family, never had a chance. Let me the only on option. According to Kiritsugu, everyone is well suited in one specific form of magecraft. He said something about drawing out magic energy based on the person's origin, but I never quite understood that part. What I do understand is that even someone like me can use at least one form of magecraft. If I can do that, maybe I can be like Kiritsugu. Okay, that's a cool part of the magical lore. And that's why I've only learned this one magecraft. That was 8 years ago. After a lot of thought, Kiritsugu took me on as his disciple, though he never seemed happy about it.
理解しろ。魔術を習うということは常識からかけ離れるということだ。死ぬときは死に、殺すときは殺す。
I just want to repair stuff at the school. I think you're making too big a deal out of this stepdad.
僕たちの本質は
Adopted dad.
死だからね。魔術とは自らを滅ぼす道に他ならない。
I guess I knew no fear as a child. Daddle! Yaddle! Kiritsugu smiled bitterly, placing a hand atop my head as I nodded enthusiastically.
そういった争いを呼ぶ類のものだ。だから人前で使ってはいけないし、難しいものだから鍛錬を怠って。でもまあそれは破ったって構わない。一番大事なことはね、魔術は自分のためじゃなくて。
That's what I'm doing at the school. I'm totally replacing these furnaces and clocks and AV stuff. I am helping others. Making you proud, Dad. I guess Kiritsugu didn't want me to be a mage, but I didn't care about that. I admired Kiritsugu, not mages. As long as I can be the sort of person who lives to help others, like Kiritsugu. On that day of fire and nightmare. Erg! I got distracted. I feel the uncomfortable sensation of the iron rod in my backbone moving where it shouldn't. Oh, no, no, no. Don't move down. Don't move down. Don't move down. No. Ah! Erg! Ugh! Oog! Ugh! Losing control of breathing would be fatal. Don't put iron rod in too long. Where did I put my lungs? I have them in here somewhere. Right, I didn't push them out of my body, right? Pseudo magical circuits would overrun my body. That'd be the end of me. Erg! I grit my teeth and try to recover my connection. After pain like walking through a storm of needles, the iron rod finally sinks deep in my body and fuses with me. I've been working on this for a little over an hour, and after all that time, I'm finally able to create one pseudo circuit. Circuit capable of creating magical energy using my own self. So how does the metal rod accomplish this? Is he doing something to the metal rod in itself before he puts it in his body? Or just the metal rod? Maybe it explains it better. Am I misunderstanding something, or has it not fully explained it yet? Basic structure. Analyze. All that's left to do is allow the magical energy to flow naturally. Jiro Emiya is no mage. He's just a kid with a metal rod in his back. He's just a user of magecraft who can only create magical energy within his body and channel it into objects. So am I going to take the rod out and it'll be a magic rod? Am I going to have a lightsaber? That's why I can only do one thing with this magecraft, which is composition analyze. Enhancing objects, it's just strengthening magecraft, where I apprehend an object structure and channel magical energy to temporarily reinforce its abilities. And the only way he can do this is by putting something in his body channeling magic into it, and hopefully take it out. Basic structure, alter. Or it's just like he could actually pull a Wolverine or pull an Assassin's Creed. Just get like a freaking switchblade knife and like freaking fuse it into your arm and just pull it out whenever you need to. Make yourself the assassin. I hold a broken iron pipe. I pass magical energy into it to enhance its durability. Something else was like mixing poison. My blood is a far cry from the blood of an iron pipe. I'd certainly hope so. I wouldn't want to have rust flowing through my veins. Forcing an entirely different sort of blood through an object might destroy it rather than enhance it. To prevent that from happening, I need to properly understand an object's structure, pass magical energy into it between a small vacant spaces. Composition, reinforce. Might be easy for a skilled mage, but since I have a hard time generating magic energy, when a task like this is difficult as shooting an arrow and hitting a target several hundred meters from you. A typical archery target is 28 meters away. So it goes without saying that this would be super duper hard. Erg! Ah! My body temperature suddenly plummets. Fiery pillar passing through my backbone disappears, and my lungs seize a desperate need of oxygen. Ah! 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 My back arches in an effort to keep me from passing out. Kind of hard to arch your back when you put a solid metal pipe in there. I feel your back's not going to be that flexible, my dude. That's the most cursed laugh you ever heard. Fantastic. Then I'm doing my job. Darn it, I failed again. The iron pipe is unchanged. Magical energy I passed into it appears to have disappeared. Darn! Dude! Stop cursing, my guy! Do I have to bring him out? Does TOS Tomberry just have to stay in the top left corner? That's the second time in a row you cursed. That ain't cool. What I'm attempting to do is like adding an extra brushwork to a completed work of art. Adding something extra to a completed object raises the risk of compromising the integrity. The paintbrush, hoping to improve, may actually devalue the work instead. Failed again, just like me, for real, for real. Oh, no. Wait, cussing it? In my mind, in my channel COS, my cursing is against the rules. Although that's just enforced by me and the games I play. Like, people in chat, you guys can curse up a storm if you want. It's just like, I prefer not to curse. That's just a me thing. But I'm not going to be super prudent and be like, no one is allowed to curse here. Declare that rule. This is strictly a PG stream, because it is clearly not. I'm playing a frickin' formerly hentai game, which still might have elements of it in here. I don't know. It's just like, that is just who I am. I don't like cursing. I'm not going to curse. If I can censor a game, I will do it. That is why TOS Tonberry is here. But just like, again, you guys say whatever the heck you want. And it's not that I choose this, but it's all I can really do. All I can do is hydrate while an ad is playing. Let the ad play, stretch my back a little bit. Stretch. Using the ad break to clear out my sinuses, clear out the gunk in my lungs, and enjoy some fresh hydration. We're almost out of hydration. Waiting for the ad break to run out, then we'll continue our conversation. So glad I finally know when the ad breaks are happening, so like I can play it out. Just like, okay, I can actually take a break for a second and hydrate. Although, maybe I shouldn't in case people actually sub. I don't know. But, yeah. TOS Tomberry is not necessarily Twitch TOS, although I will use TOS Tomberry to block out, like, nudity that pops up in games, which happens more often than I would like. But yeah, TOS Tomberry is only for my personal TOS. Ordo, oh yeah, I've known Ordo for, oh dear lord, yeah, I have known Ordo for, it's approaching 20 years. Yeah, I think we're at 18 years of knowing each other, Ordo. In your 15 plus years of knowing Cardwiz, you've only heard him cuss a couple of times, and that was usually for a role he was playing. Yeah, if I'm singing a song, I will curse most of the time, because I don't really care about that sort of thing. Unless I'm just like, unless it's something that's just like, you absolutely shouldn't say that. Like, I ain't gonna sing the Ballad of Booth on stream. I ain't singing the Ballad of Booth on stream. Like, frickin' John Wilkes Booth in Assassins is one of my dream roles. I'd love to play that. I will absolutely sing the heck out of that if I'm ever on stage and get the dream opportunity to play that. I will never sing that song outside of stage, ever. Ever. Me cursing is a first edition Charizard rare. Yeah, it ain't happening. It don't exist. And it probably only happens if Logan Paul is involved. Which explains all the junk around. Whenever I fail at strengthening Magecraft, I try to make substitute objects to practice and calm down on, but they all end up empty. I can visualize the structure of an object easily, and I can recreate something very similar, but it's hollow and obviously doesn't function at all. Hey, take care of yourself, Steve. Thank you for stopping by. Have yourself a good evening. We're probably going to stop after, like, this day completes, and I think we're getting close to that. Do we have another choice coming up? Not quite yet. I realize I'm absolutely dripping with sweat. If this is as bad as it got, I should consider myself lucky. But what happened earlier was really bad. Had I taken even a second long to recover, my internal organs would probably be mushed by now. If only pushing myself to the brink of death helped me improve, there'd be some hope. But nothing comes that easily. At the same time, fear of death will stand in the way of improving my magecraft. Gotta kill myself to get better. Yay! Yeah. Sadly, the program I use only has 20 sound commands, and I'm very happy with the sound commands I have right now. I tried to use, like, StreamBot or Mix It Up Bot, or, like, I try to use some other bot that also does like, sound commands and visual commands and all sorts of stuff like that. But, like, it chugged and made it so it was, like, nearly impossible to stream. Like, so I haven't messed with that, but I've been using Trigger Fire for my sound commands, and that's been a much more viable option with my setup. And of course, like, maybe one day I'll pay for Trigger Fire and be able to have more commands, but for now, I'm not. Yay, not having money. Yuritsugu always looked sad whenever he brought that up. Not being learned. Maybe it was his way of saying that he didn't want me to get into any of this. Saving one person means not saving someone else. Being a hero of justice means you need to be an extremely egocentric person. But no, his line was, saving one person means not saving someone else. Being a hero of justice means you need to be an extremely egocentric person. That was his line. Yuritsugu always said that whenever I mentioned I wanted to be like him. I still don't know what he meant by that. All I'm certain of is I want to save people. To be a hero of justice, like Kiritsugu Emiya. Like the silly voice I'm doing, or the totally not Solid Snake voice that I'm trying to do right now. I do love this voice. I usually bring this out for certain occasions. If Sakura Wars 2, when Sakura Wars 2 and 3 translations get done, I will bring this voice back because it is the voice of the protagonist in those games, according to my headcanon. I do love my dollar store Solid Snake voice. But I can't manage the basics! I'm such an idiot for letting myself get distracted at the most crucial moment. It's not enough for me to grasp the object's structure. Skilled mage will be able to focus on crucial areas and effectively channel magical energy. I'm glad you thought it was a good impression. I can't wait to eventually get to a character in the Ace Attorney series who I can use that voice with. I think I know what character I would use it with. Probably the prosecutor from 5, from Dual Destinies. Like, Blackwell probably gets the Solid Snake voice. I'm gonna save it for that. My dream is to become a hero of justice. I can't wait to get to that game in like 3 years. I remember what Fujini mentioned at dinner. I never really thought of that goal as embarrassing or impossible. The Clink. Yes, I've been locked up in the Clink for years. But I'm still going to prosecute. That Shiro Emiya will succeed Kiritsugu Emiya has already been decided. That is why I've been doing everything I can, despite how sorely I lack in experience. I don't know exactly what it means to be a hero of justice, but because I don't know, I've trained myself to be the best of my ability in hopes I'll be useful to someone. I haven't taken my eye off that goal these past 5 years, but whenever things go wrong like this, I start to have doubts. Just don't get it, old man. What the heck do I have to do to be a hero of justice? I want to be a hero of justice. I look up at the sky through the window. Not just about being good for someone out of the blue. Saving someone and being a hero of justice are 2 different things. I know that. But what I do have to do, differentiate them? I've yet to understand what crucial concepts for the past 5 years. Stop saying 5 years. You're going to make me want to bust out in the last 5 years. One of my favorite musicals. All right. We have completed day 1. We've made like 3 choices, and I'm very happy with all the choices we made. We got to meet bar people who don't even have stuff, who don't even have pictures. We hung out with Sakura, and we saved Sakura from a murderer. I'm going to assume that's what happened. That was fun. That is overridden. Let's pull up some music right quick as we wrap things up. And of course, that music is, of course, going to be... Wait for it. You know it's coming when it gets here eventually. Here we go. Best music. Thank you so much to everyone who stopped by this fine day. Let us see who is still streaming today. Thank you for... Oh, hello. Hello, Bird. Bird is great. Bird is good. Thank you for our birdie food. Maybe I'll go eat chicken. Maybe I have chicken available. Right. Let us see who is still streaming at the moment so we can share a little bit of love with someone. How are you doing today, Worst? I'm glad you were not here during the E portion of the stream. The GIF is so cursed. How dare you? It's the greatest GIF of all. Everyone play Immortality if you have the opportunity. I love that game. More people need to play that game. I will leave it up to chat if you guys have an opinion. Are you up for some Monster Hunter Stories or Ocarina of Time, probably Randomizer? Doing fine, you were lurking. Thankfully, you weren't lurking during the Wheel 2000 portion of the stream, or you probably would have been terrorizing me in chat. Let's go Ocarina of Time Randomizer. Let's go hang out with our buddy Rivers Eagle. Rivers Eagle is a VTuber who streams a whole lot of randomized Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. They also do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Every now and again. And he's also a VTuber, so maybe he got his inspiration from Wheel 2000. I will have to ask. All right. Oh, he's got a new VTuber model. Cool. if you feel like participating in the raid, we do have raid commands. You've activated my raid card because branding both a subbed and unsubbed version. You're going to say your friend is streaming Ocarina of Time. Well, more Ocarina of Time to go around. Ocarina of Time is a good game. I finally played Ocarina of Time last year, and I can reluctantly acknowledge, okay, it is a really good game. Fine, I admit it. Alrighty then. So let's go hang out with a invalid name. What? Did I misspell that? Is it cap sensitive? Rivers Eagle Beach. Why? How did I misspell it? Oh, I said River Eagle before. Whoops, my bad. Thank you so much for everyone who stopped by. Copy the raid message if you feel like participating in the raid. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. We will do Star Trek Resurgence tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we're going to be streaming with our buddy Bromo Rangers Go as we have the penultimate show to our wrestling streams, including possibly an award show that's going to happen. So follow our buddy Bromo if you're not following him already. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. We'll get back to more Fate Stay Night next week during the weekdays. Don't have many work days, so probably going to try to stream at least 2 or 3 times next week. And hopefully we'll get through more than one day at a time. Or not. We'll see how it goes. I might get distracted by more late 90s kids TV shows that only lasted for a couple of months. And until next time, fare thee well. Ta-ta.